Coops, Lady K, Nevinor Frawl, Slick Rick, Insanatrix Inari, and Theo's MIA for some reason. We're still trying to figure that one out. How we doing, everybody?
What the heck?
I shouldn't be.
There it goes. What the hell? That's why I said, what the hell? What?
Crap. Something's wrong with that OBS again. It's weird because I'm looking at her stream and I'm looking at her OBS
No!
and it
No! Discord is not pinging.
What the fuck?
Hold on. Never without a botch, folks. Okay, so forgive the audio botch. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on.
How much do we have to teach you this lesson?
This is pissing me off.
Get motivated.
Now it's pinging.
There we go.
Want to take that from the top, dear?
Okay.
Alright, anyway,
welcome to the Cloister with the Dice, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here with Swordroll. We got the whole crew here, minus Theo, who's missing for some reason. Hopefully you guys at least heard most of my intro through Kay's mic earlier, but...
Second thing, audio balance is bad. Everybody is quiet except for Kay.
What the fuck? Alright,
Damn you,
how's...
Biotech! You've impeded my work since the day I escaped.
I'm sorry, but I'm tech support here. I'm sorry.
So
you're the Sayu to Kay's Amelie.
I don't like that I resemble that remark.
My mic was all the way up for some reason.
Right. It was just right there for me.
But in the end, there's still some interesting audio balancing there.
Hey,
all right,
working on it.
At least it's
I'm getting there.
At least we're not arguing about the pronunciation of Shigo.
Oh, I saw that clip. Like, how the hell did she come up with that pronunciation?
Oh, I literally, my brother heard that. The first thing out of his mouth was, "Is this some millennial white girl thing?"
Alright, how's that, Zan?
1 2 1 2.
Check.
Alright, chicken.
Hey, better.
We're all at about the same audio-ish.
Okay.
Okay, from the top.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that clip, and I'm like, even if you've never watched Kim Possible in your life, if you saw that name, your first thought would have been Shigo.
The only thought that comes to my mind.
Then again, I remember a friend of mine, maybe because he's from Oregon, had always pronounced origins as sounding more like oranges.
No, that wouldn't be because they come from Oregon. I come from Oregon, and I don't pronounce origin as oranges.
Regardless.
Look, we all know that one person who has a accent thick enough to block small arms fire.
I can have accent that thick if necessary.
Very good.
It's even worse if they have a thick accent and they talk auctioneer fast.
God help you.
I've had to deal with that on more than one occasion and had to say slow down or I'm putting you in a headlock.
Don't threaten him with a good time.
Huzzah!
We start off on a good note. We just got phone cases for our new phones that we got recently.
Delivered by Skulls.
Alright, Jaina.
In this particular case, you prefer to be called by your online alias Skull.
While we're
Well,
live, at least.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Called what?
Lessons learned. You know, keep kayfabe and all that.
The only one here who doesn't keep kayfabe is John.
Oh, he keeps it, just a different kind. But the last time we came in. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. I thought I was pinged. Oh, you guys had just finished clearing out the shallow abyss in the wetlands area, and headed back to Isamie to collect your just reward. And in the process, after collecting a fair few sword shards and abyss shards, you had gained enough reputation to go up one rank into Flamberge. It is amusing to me that the current reputation you guys have is at 365, because everyone assumes that is how many days out of the year I'm doing interviews.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Well, no, they are wrong. He does them 367 days out of the year.
It was 400.
No,
But we all know there's a secret month somewhere in there. We're just too tired to recognize it.
I mean, I'll probably hit 1,000 interviews by next year, but that's another story. So, and the reason why I left it off a little bit early back then was due to having a total of 2 people down and a whole lot of variety in terms of where you guys could go next, because you could go further north to Bosingham now that the monster and the sea route has been dealt with. You could go through the wetlands, and then you could take a train to Rhaenys now that the Lord of the Wetlands has been taken care of. Or you could always go south back to Kurtzholm, but I don't see that happening.
I think we finished everything in Kurtzholm. No need to backtrack.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of where you guys think you'd want to go next.
I mean, it's... Do we want to go across the sea to Bosingham, or do we want to go over the wetlands to Rhaenys to see?
Well, you don't have to go over the wetlands. You can take a train.
Yes, but that train still goes through the wetlands.
Yeah.
I am technically correct.
Yeah, my bad. I misunderstood how you were saying it.
But the real question is, which side quests do we want to pick up first, everybody?
There's no new side quests from Isamie that you can pick up.
Yep. We've picked up all the ones from Isamie and solved the ones that can currently be solved. So, what do you think, everybody?
Good question. The answer is yes.
You know, I'm gonna flip a coin then. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads, we cross the sea. Tails, we go across the wetlands in a train.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody okay with that?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll them bones.
Tails, we're going on a magical train journey to Rhaenys.
All right.
So, leave the train costs something though, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So, going from Isamie. So it is a train from Isamie to Rhaenys is 250 gamels per person.
Alright, that's an easy cost for me.
Yep. I have lots of gamels. More gamels than I can shake a stick at.
And that is a 2-day trip.
Away.
on the. And fortunately, unlike say a ship, it's not like you're going to be doing any side work along the thing.
You say that.
With how much money we have, I don't think we have to worry about paying for the cheap way.
But after about 2 days' travel, you do arrive in the city of Reynes. And because of the discovery rule, that also means you guys get 3 stars, which technically brings you up to 12, meaning it resets, so you guys get 2400 XP.
2400 XP.
Yeah.
All right, that puts me at 2500 since I had 100 left over. And Monk, as an emergency, I'm just gonna spend 1500 of that right now and go to Scout 5 so that I can get that nice level 5 auto feat that gives me another +1 to loot rolls. So now I will be rolling all the loots.
Hey, let's work for me. I ain't bitching.
And besides, more loot means more loot possibility means the possibility for better cards for coups.
That is
You get many chances to use them half the time.
That is the treasure hunt feat, by the way. I'm putting that in right now.
Yep.
And there we go. Look at that. Treasure hunt.
That is +1 to loot determination.
Yep, and it stacks with other +1s to loot determination. So 1 from Sage, 1 from Scout equals 2! Even better. I can count.
But this of course means that the star count is reset, and let me move you guys to see Reynes. I wish I had a way to move to that map and move you guys there at the same time, but I do not. So, Reynes. This was originally just a little junction town, but during the Magitech civilization period, it was developed into a full-size city. From what could be considered a frontier town, and because it's a junction point from Kurtzholm to Oxildia, it's a very important trading hub for the region.
Very important trading hub. Away. See. I don't know if I have a letter. Do I have a letter?
I thought we had one for Samier.
No, we're out of the Samier.
Oh.
This is Reynes.
No, you don't have a letter for Reynes.
Well, regardless of whether I have a letter or not, Adventurers Guild time.
You've already failed as a mailman.
I have not!
You had no letters!
Just because you have no letters doesn't mean you fail as a mailman, Neff.
So.
And she is a mail lady. Shush.
There is of course the tavern. There's also the inn. There's a bathhouse. There's a temple. There's the shop if anybody wants to spend more gamble, and there's two adventures that you can take here from the Adventurers Guild. So
what are those?
So, Defeat of the Evil Cult and Letter to Bosingham.
I will pick up the letter to Bosingham because I can.
All right.
Because I like letters. I will be the best mail person.
And are you taking Defeat the Evil Cult as well?
Are we taking Defeat the Evil Cult, everybody?
Yeah, sounds good.
We don't like evil, right? We hate we hate evil.
Definitely.
So yes, we are also taking Defeat the Evil Cult. What's the information behind Defeat the Evil Cult, Monk?
There is a cult that's using a part of the wilderness region as their hideout. Said cult believes in the mad god Laris.
Oof.
Reward is 12,000 gamels.
So, with that in mind, if the wilderness is where we are called to, we should probably get some information on the wilderness. Did we already get information on the wilderness from another city? I feel like we did that already.
You did for the forest, not the wilderness.
Okay. Anybody else want to try and roll for city info?
Yep, give
I'll
me
do
2
it.
seconds. Because that's a intelligence modifier, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's one of the city actions.
Oh, 2 straight d6, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm also trying to apply a screen protector while I'm doing this.
I'll do it, Lake.
So first you roll 2d6. So it'll cost you 1d times 50 gamels to get wilderness information. Roll 1d6. It costs you 250 gamels to get the wilderness information.
Okay.
So spend 250 gamels, and then Monk will tell us what we know.
So so for information on the wilderness.
Yes.
And for some reason it let.
Yeah.
I said wilderness. My notes, not wetlands. So you do find out what the Lord of the Wilderness is. It's a chimera.
Ooh! Oh boy!
And if that sounds bad, let me make it worse.
Edward.
Within one part of the wilderness, it's the territory of cockatrices.
It's a good thing It's a good thing H.C. Bailey is not playing this game with us, because he'd suddenly be very angry at the world.
According to the info you did get, also the shallow abyss for the wilderness is a threat level 9.
Oh boy. Even better. 9 abyss shards. Woo! So many things to kill, so little time.
And of course, the job for Letter to Bosingham is just what it sounds like. Deliver a letter to the Bosingham Adventurers Guild.
Get there eventually.
Which is gonna have a reward of 8,000 gamels. But the way you guys are talking, it sounds like you are leaning more towards heading to the wilderness than eastward, than heading to Bosingham.
We'll get there eventually.
Like, we'll go places eventually, Monk. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
With that in mind.
Yeah.
We are doing the completionist run after all.
Like, I get it, some of us.
Let me move you guys back
somebody
to the map.
dropped.
I think that was Rick.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
Yep,
There we go.
first let me show you the wilderness.
Yeah. The party moves to the wilderness.
Mm-hmm. The wilderness is more akin to Badlands than a forest. Obviously, with the way the terrain looks, you can see that.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me happy.
I like
A
it
whole
too.
lot of reddish brown earth. So if you've been to the canyon, you know how this is gonna be set up.
Nope. Also, welcome back, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, disconnected for a second. Sorry.
So let me move over to the wilderness. And adjust it because I could have swore I turned the grid off. There we go. Because doing a grid with these maps is going to create nothing but problems.
Yeah. And so we're coming from the direction of Reynes, meaning we're in 3?
Yep, that is correct. I just need to put the token on there. There we go.
So, I look at everybody and I'm like, we're here for many things. There's a chimera to kill, a shallow abyss to destroy. Oh, and an evil cult. Which shall we start with?
Well, the first thing that's going to happen is I need a roll of 2d6 plus 1.
Anybody want to roll that, or should I roll that?
I'll
Who
get
wants
it.
to roll it?
And while you do that, let me make sure I...
6 plus 1, rolling.
5.
5.
Alright, 5. You do hear some moving off in the distance, but you can't tell what was moving. Other than that, nothing new happens.
Okay. So we have one direction, and that is to go south. I guess south is our only choice.
Let me move you southward. And let's actually before even that, you did pass by a cluster of tents, which is clearly the track workers in this area. Let me move you back to 3 for a moment, because when it comes to the tents that you see, around them are a group of well-built folk of various races standing guard around makeshift structures. They're clearly railroad workers and the armed escort for railroad workers. But but a couple of them do note that your adventures and ask if there's some favors that you could do for them, and they're willing to pay.
Oh, more side quests. What
I'm gonna be busy here for a while.
what sort of activity do you need from us?
One of them points out that he lost his memento after a run-in in the Chimera's nest, and he'd like you to retrieve it. It's further south of here. Is where the nest was last he checked. Though the nest could have been destroyed and remade elsewhere.
Well, we're gonna be exploring this area anyway. I don't see why not.
The other thing is to investigate the cockatrice's territory to the south and find a safe way out. For the former, the reward is 6,000 gamels. For the latter, the reward is 5,000.
11,000 gamels total. I certainly can't discourage that idea.
And remember, with both of these, This isn't something you could report to an adventurers guild. You'd have to report it back to the camp. But with that said, you guys were heading south.
That's the only way we can go.
So I need a 2d6 plus 1 roll again.
I've already got a 6, so I'll just roll again. 6.
Right. And you end up seeing some people in familiar clothing. You found an Omari encampment just outside of where the cockatrices are. And obviously it's way too early in the day to hold a banquet, so you don't worry, you won't be peer pressured into drinking just yet. But past that, you guys encounter a lot of small table-shaped boulders coming together a bit chaotically. A lot of jagged edges and rough surfaces, creating a valley that looks like a labyrinth. And amidst the stones, remnants of artistry lie strewn around on the ground. Now,
So, we were already warned that this was the area the cockatrices are in by the quest we're taking, right?
mm-hmm. Oh.
I would like to roll danger sense because
Same.
I have scout levels now.
Yep.
I have danger sense myself, but that was just because I'm a Tablet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do the same thing.
And I believe I wrote out the danger sense formula in your sheet.
Yep, 2d plus 13, but wouldn't that be 14 now or 15 now because my intelligence modifier is 15?
Yeah. Wait,
I don't think that's your intelligence modifier.
No.
I think
No, it says adventure level plus intelligence modifier.
your intelligence modifier would not be 15.
No, I wrote 2d plus 15 in parentheses.
No, I just changed it.
It's your observation modifier.
Not observation. Your intelligence is 6. Your adventure level is 9.
Ah.
So
I do 2d plus 14 then.
So
That's
9
easy.
plus 6 is 15 though.
Yes.
Alright.
Why did that roll like... Oh, because I forgot the 6. That's why. Never mind.
mm-hmm.
My bad. There we go. Danger sense 23, monk.
And what the hell? 22 for me.
All right. You guys do see the cockatrices, but you don't alert them.
Alright. Is there a way we can try to find that path around them?
That's more or less what you'd be doing. That's why I had asked for a danger sense check using either scout or ranger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My question then is, does this count as having the information necessary for quest completion when we go back to the camp?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we had that.
It also means I'm granting, for passing that, I'm also granting 1 star.
Cool.
And you will not have to make now that you understand the path to get around the cockatrices. you won't have to do that check again if you come back to this area.
Very cool.
That being said, both of you roll. Make a search check. Make a search check.
Is that
So
part of
if
the observation package?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, 22 for me.
All right.
Hold on, let me roll real quick. I've got a pretty good observation.
No, he told me and Arya to do that.
My bad.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
need
I'm
scout
blanking
or
out.
ranger for this one, and you don't have it.
Yeah, my bad.
Mhm. So both of you managed to pass, which means you do find the goods that seem to have belonged to some of the cockatrice's victims. So I need one of you to roll just straight 2D.
All right, I'll do it.
Alright.
No. Fingers, let's work today.
That's an auto fail. Give yourself 50 experience.
Yep, I'm on it.
And I'm having you mulligan that.
I'll
You're still
roll it
getting
then.
the 50, but
yeah,
I'm having you mulligan it.
Zan, go ahead and roll it.
That's what I'm doing. Don't
Also,
worry.
also, people in chat, start the counter.
Hey, look at that. 50 experience for me, too.
All right.
Oh, I see we're starting this.
Okay,
this
box. Nope, not boxcars. 6.
I was about to say boxcars, it's not 3s.
Okay, that's 2 right now.
Jesus.
So you managed to find about 3,000 gamels worth of supplies, treasures, and the like. And since Alicia rolled 22, you found a path in a narrow valley that the cockatrices can't go through. In other words, even if somebody pissed off the cockatrices, they couldn't chase you through this particular spot.
Mm-hmm.
So now you definitely have a route that you can report back on. So
one route that's okay, and another route that's for sure. Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, are you guys going to be heading? Are you guys going to be heading east or south?
Well, they said most of the cockatrice stuff is down south, and possibly the Chimera's old nest where that So that might be our best bet.
Going south?
Yeah.
Okay, I agree with that. Going south.
All right. Roll me 2d6 plus 1 again.
Alrighty. You know what?
I'm starting to think there's some bullshit.
Refresh before bitching.
8.
I'm still counting it.
Refresh before bitching. That's our motto for a reason. I'm refreshing to see if this changes the rolls at all.
Yep.
But I'll take another 50 experience because that's also nice.
And you guys end up finding what I can describe as a small group of various demons. And this is This isn't full-on map use of combat time, because all that matters is just getting a certain amount of damage.
Are we even gonna roll initiative or anything then?
No, you're just gonna roll attacks.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll roll an attack then.
Gar will join in on this.
So we still have to roll accuracy and everything, right?
Yep.
Okay. Can I choose multi attack as well, and alternate form and all that fun shit?
Yep.
Okay, alternate form's on. I'm going to do multi attack, which means I'm going to do magic right after this hit.
Mhm.
So let's throw that in there. 18.
That hits.
Okay. Remember, I have +1 from alternate form and +3 damage from demons. So there's going to be 4 additional to the damage to this.
Mhm.
So 27 damage, and then I'm going to cast. I don't know what spell should I cast today, everybody. It's a group of demons, but I assume that even a single target is just going to hit the whole group because it's counting as like a group of mobs or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well then I'm going to cast Energy Javelin, which is well, it's an instant shot that's that even if they succeed to against it, it's gonna do half damage. But I don't think they're gonna succeed. And I get the +2 since I hit. So like, you know, 26.
That hits.
Yep, I figured as much. And then I'm going to do power 40 plus magic power and damage. Crit rate on that, just 10? Yeah, that's a normal 10. And that's another 18 damage.
All right. So who's hitting next?
Yeah.
And we're not even doing an initiative order here.
Yeah. Light going beast form, giant arms, and here we go.
That hits. .26 damage.
Go in chain attack for any others.
All right, just roll for the second one.
Okay.
All right, that hits. .26. All right. So that's it for him.
All right, I'll step up next.
Mm-hmm.
First, we're dealing with cockatrices, which are for like creatures, right?
No, we're dealing with just a mob of various demons.
Ah, fair mind. Oh, in that case, no worries about it. Still, let's cook them up. Cremation.
Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up,
18.
They're on fire!
That hits.
Alright, power level. 18 damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use double cast. And I don't think it's because we're trying to clear the path. I don't think using Poison Cloud would be a good idea.
Well, we're out of cockatrice territory. We're just down in the last part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, we're okay, so we're not trying to clear the path.
We're just
No.
trying to kill them.
Alright,
Alright, fine, Poison Cloud.
All right.
We'll apply the power again.
18
18 again, that definitely hits.
Mm-hmm.
So
So now they're all going to be taking 3 damage per round.
Yep. All right. So who's taking their swing next?
I'll take a shot. Literally.
All right.
Are they within range of each other to do the shotgun?
Yeah, it's one mob.
Then let's do her.
Phrasing.
That
These
hits.
are demons. These are demons. I meant what I said.
Mm-mm. Alright, so roll damage. Hang on.
Correct.
Roll again. Neff. There we go.
And there's something wrong with the first one because it didn't actually add in the right amount of or it didn't actually add the additional 15 damage.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, your extra. Okay, no, that's correct. Your extra damage only adds at the end of all the criticals stacking up. That's from the book. Your extra damage isn't added with every critical. Your extra damage is part of the total.
Well, no, it's supposed. Okay, because it says deals magic power plus 20.
Magic power 20 plus extra damage, plus magic power for extra damage.
Oh, so the magic power plus is only at the end.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because the way criticals work is it just takes the damage found on the power table itself and continues adding it and adding it and adding it, and then the plus magic power part is your extra damage, and extra damage is, of course, something that's only added at the end of the damage step calculation before soak starts.
Yep.
So that is correct. So it's 7 plus 20.
Yep. So, and who's going to take the next shot? Although they are on their last legs.
I guess I will.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop a fire blast on him.
All right.
All right. Where's? Oh, that's right. I refreshed, so I gotta bring the character sheet back up. Okay. That. Page 2.
Oh, that definitely hits. So fire blast. That is power 10.
Yep. $18.
So yeah, after that display of energy and fire, you don't see demons. You just see very ashen-looking statues. Or what happens when a certain person some of us know tries to make ramen.
Oh Lord.
Seriously, how the fuck do you burn ramen?
That's easy. You throw it in a fire.
Or you're a broke-ass college student and just use the microwave for a long period of time.
Well, Hoops, in this particular case, they forgot to put it in. They forgot to put it in the water because they were complaining about it being crunchy.
Oh, facts. God, I miss you.
I know I keep saying this, but you don't have to be blonde to have a blonde moment. But because of how this is set up, this doesn't do the traditional loot reward. Though there is still loot. One of you add 1 demon's blood to... No, sorry, not demon's blood. One of you... This is the first time I've done this particular horde rule, so bear with me. Coops, give yourself 1 red A. After synthesizing demon's blood. You guys also get 1 abyss shard.
Hooray! I'm tracking that.
And since this was your first time with this kind of horde, I am ruling that you guys are getting 1 star. So, continuing on, you find what looks like a village that's been abandoned for possibly decades. Oh. I mean, there's still buildings that are halfway there. But it is completely abandoned. And even then, it's basically what was the remains of what may have been a frontier town some time ago. But it's not like this is some ancient Magitech based town. It looks like the town's been has been in this state of abandoned for about 50 years.
So not that long.
Mm-hmm. But long enough for things to start breaking down. And from here, you guys can go into the forest, or you guys can head further north.
Go back north, because we don't want to go back to the forest.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Roll 2d6 plus 1.
Eight.
Alright. You didn't encounter a bunch of demons, but you did encounter a bunch of demon bones, because I guess some of them decided to pick a fight with the cockatrices and lost.
That doesn't surprise me.
So you guys can head further up north and do the report regarding one of the quests, or you guys can head east.
I think we should head east and get all of the things we need for the quests first.
Sounds good.
Can't disagree with that.
Efficiency is key.
All right. After crossing the bridge over a very large chasm with the railroads under it. And right over the bridge, as you guys are crossing it, you can see the big black sphere that indicates the shallow abyss.
Ooh.
But you can only see it from a distance. You're not close enough to actually get to it.
Sag.
Well, unless you want to make a bit of climbing to get to the plateau area.
Wouldn't we already be in the plateau area according to the map? Like, you have to go over the bridge to get to the plateau.
There's the valley area you'd have to get through first.
Well, but there's a bridge over it. We're right next to that bridge over it, Monk. according to that.
Yeah, and it's described as a thin bridge, so that's why I'm gonna have you guys roll on this kind of thing.
Oh, okay. And catch the thin part. That's my bad.
This would be movement.
Oh dear.
I just need one of you to pass.
Who's got the highest?
Probably Isabeau, considering the scout level that she's at.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll roll anyway though, because I also have scout levels. Who else has good movement? Garu, do you have good movement?
Garu?
Sorry. Someone came in to talk to me. What's up?
Do you have a good movement score?
Movement.
Page 1 for movement rolls.
I got 6.
Go ahead and try it then.
Oof.
17, a 15, and a 12.
Doubt I'd do much better. I've got a 6 as well on my movement.
Yeah, you guys do manage to pass, although some of you look a little bit more nervous than others, trying to go across.
Yep, because the Tablet has shit movement.
No, what are you talking about? You're on my shoulder the whole time.
Doesn't mean that she's not afraid of falling off.
Which is why if you look at her, you see her cling to the back of my head.
Tightly grasping his ears.
Watch the ears!
Sorry, I'm so
You should understand.
Also, we need to fix the sensitivity. Your mic doesn't cut it properly sometimes, especially when you got high pitch like that.
Yeah. So we have 2 people who find ways to break mics.
Yeah, but mine are definitely from the Toshiyuki Morikawa school of voice acting. Which is why I've ordered a new microphone and it's on its way.
She breaks mics, he breaks earbuds. I think there's a pattern.
Well, I break microphones too.
As you get to the plateau of this area, you do find yourself getting close to the shallow abyss.
Okay. So, do we want to take this out first?
And
that's me asking the rest of the crew. Do we want to take out this shallow abyss first before we go into the rest of this place?
I mean, it might not be a bad idea.
If we keep this around longer, it's gonna get stronger, and well, I'm sure we could handle it. I'd rather not risk it getting too strong for our own good.
Yep.
All right. Well then. Arya smashes fist into palm, and of course, the diabolical grin no one can see because they're all behind her. Let's kill more of the abyss.
All right, I need one of you to roll.
1d6. Yep.
Yep.
I know. I get the drill. You know what? I'm re-rolling because I've rolled 3 way too many times. 2.
All right. So that tells me which one
outer
we're using.
abyss.
Yep.
Yep.
So as you go in, you find yourself in the streets of a deserted city. However, you see people as you explore, you see people coming and going through on the street. And the street itself is lined with stores and taverns that have been made from collapsed houses.
Ooh.
Those of you who are going to read Magitech will recognize that some of the items and their prices are written in early Magitech.
Hooray! How many of us speak and read Magitech at this point? Like 5 of us? I mean, like 2 of you spoke it from birth. 2 of the others of us who are sages learned it because we can.
And I mean, hanging around several of us is probably, you know, we probably taught you guys a thing or two.
Obviously. I mean, how else would we learn it? Other than sheer stubbornness, says Arya.
But eventually, you find yourself approached by a young girl, saying, "Hey there, I'm Katia Rosa, a priestess serving Lady Harula. I'm trying to find Mr. Cowraway from the Wall Guardians. Would you mind helping me look for him?"
Before we talk to her, I look back at everybody. I'm like, didn't we watch her get betrayed in the other abyss core we were at?
Tabit nods.
We may not be able to prevent that, but we have to move forward with the story.
Yes. Well. Okay.
Caraway tends to hang around bars, casinos, and more fishy areas, so the help would certainly be welcome.
Yeah, he's one of those types, huh? Not surprising.
So.
Okay.
So for those who want to help when it comes to direct searching, area, there are 4 locations that can be searched.
Okay. And I assume that since this is in a city, it's scouts only.
Yep, this is a scouting one.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are the 4 places.
The 4 places.
Do I have a picture?
The bar, casino, red light district, and moneylender. You know, guys, listen to me for a second.
Red light district.
No,
I was about to say the same thing.
No, listen to me. Listen
red light
to me
district.
for just. Aye. Do not. That is a peeve of mine. Please, just. The bar, casino, and red light district are all places you lose money. A moneylender is a place you lose money in a different way, thinking you gained money. I propose the moneylender first.
Your logic is actually quite sound. I'm okay with that idea.
Afterwards, we can always go lose money the normal way. So I propose searching the moneylender. Who's with me?
I mean, it makes sense.
Lead the way.
Alrighty, so we're gonna search the moneylender. Everybody with scout levels, roll the observation package.
Y'all.
Okay.
19.
Would Ranger work in this case?
No. Rangers for the wilderness.
Damn.
Boxcars!
Oh!
I think that's an auto success.
It is. Yeah.
Yep.
Found Caraway going either running the moneylender or getting the money. Shit.
You do manage to find him. And after finding him and reuniting the two, the moment seems to shift.
Okay.
And okay, there it is. As the moment shifts, you find yourselves standing on a hill overlooking a desolate wilderness. Below them, below you all, several horse-drawn wagons drive by. You hear a voice behind you saying, "There I am when I was still happy." And when you turn around, you see that same girl, just with a different expression. Her hair tied up in a spiral pattern, and being on her dress. She's saying, "My name is Katia Rosa. A long time ago, we, the Nomari, used to live traveling in horse-drawn carts. But that day we were attacked by a group of demons, and my family was killed. Only I was saved by a man named Caraway. Since then I believe that he saved my life, but he didn't. He used us to save himself. I wish I could go back and save my family. I want to save our family, even if it's just a dream. Would you help me?
Sure. At this point, Arya is a bit incensed because she understands the value of family, having had none herself. A man that would destroy family deserves only destruction himself. Let's find the bastard. I assume we're all rolling observation to find Caraway again.
Yeah?
18.
And this time you can use Ranger if need be.
So
All
everybody
right.
who's Scout or Ranger can roll observation.
Mm-hmm.
18 from Garu, 20
20.
from Alicia. What about you, Isabeau? 19 from Isbo.
20's our max. That's still pretty good, though.
I would say so. Pretty decent spread. Especially considering we all rolled pretty weirdly here.
You do eventually find him, but he looks frightened, and he comes running to you quickly, shouting, "Get out of there! Demons are after you!"
Oh, is that so? Looks over at Arya. What do you say? Shall we deal with them?
Beast form.
If there are demons after us, why would you choose to alert them by shouting, you fool? And besides, we're strong enough to take on a few demons. If you're so scared, hide behind us.
And as she says that, my orbs start glowing and sparkling all over.
So, we're gonna keep Caraway here, Monk. He's running.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to escape, so now I'm grabbing him.
Yep.
This is me. So, do we want to attempt to have our characters try and make the impossible knot on him so that he can't run away?
I don't think this is a combat encounter since, Monk hasn't said so yet. I think we just need to stop him.
Which
That's why I was giving the suggestion of making the impossible knot. Someone has to have rope on them so we can easily hog tie him.
Everybody
all
has
of us
rope
should
on
have
them
rope.
from our adventurer pack.
I was gonna say.
What I suggest is looking over at Katya. What do you say? Can he fight?
he can.
Well then, welcome to conscription, Caraway. You're going to fight alongside us, whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Arya's gonna make him pay for his bullshit. You're gonna fight with us, or you're gonna die not fighting with us, because we will cut you off at the knees. See how you get around with stumps for legs.
You see, Caraway, you have a family now. They care for you. And the thing about family is, if you want to keep it, you fight to protect it.
Out of character, goddammit, John.
You
Voice
do.
actor on good act, goddammit.
Yep.
Oh, I get that. That was the line you said. My friends have been egging me to watch the Fast and Furious shit.
Oh, God,
God, I didn't mean to do that.
Bam.
Bam.
Sorry, Monk.
One more. And hold on one moment, because I have to deal with Roll20's bullshit.
We're used to it, no worries.
It mostly has to do with the whole thing with the minis.
The tokens for the minis.
Yeah.
The
And
mini token minis.
and the fact that it doesn't want to save.
That sounds fairly annoying. Yeah.
Oh, it is. And a day will come where I don't have to deal with this at the last moment, but today is not that day. But what you guys end up seeing is a Terror Beast and 7 Jinnus. And let me...
Of course.
Also, Monk, why do I have my soul servants out? Shouldn't I be using my brass wings?
Yeah, that was
Just double checking. No, we'll be right back. Thank God. Apologies
I
for that,
fucking
folks.
hate technology.
I get to say this line instead. Technology! It loves to give us the middle finger!
It's been this whole week for us. You guys know my point.
Make sure all your settings are set, hon. So nobody has crashes like that, it resets a lot of shit.
Yeah, Discord's not working again.
Like I said, it resets a lot of shit.
I heard myself speak of it was very...
Hear John through Kay's
There we
microphone.
go. It's working again.
Give it a little bit of a
Another
delay.
delay.
Test 1 2. There we go.
Testing.
There I am.
Good.
Testing Alpha Delta Bravo.
Okay, well, from the top again, Arya throws a practically mad grin back at the party before shifting into her alternate form and screaming across this barren wasteland, "Finally! A challenge worth fighting for!"
Gara looks over at Azrael and just gives a knowing look.
Hey,
Doesn't say anything, but Azrael should know what he's thinking.
But yeah. With that, obviously alternate form. I'm also monster knowledging on the Terror Beast. 24.
Let me go ahead and do the same for the Jinnus. What? 24 as
24
well?
as well!
Rolling on the Janus as well.
Janelle. I was going for the Terror Beast. This one's for the Janelle.
Woo!
Oh!
Let's go, baby!
I guess we'll take that.
Damn.
Everyday good life, Jinune.
I
I understood that reference.
I approve of that reference.
I feel
Hope you would.
Kay, I feel bad for you when it comes to the VOD because you're gonna have to combine the two versions in an editor.
Uh-huh.
So who's going to be running Sandra at this point? Is that just going to be you, Monk?
Unless you want to do it.
I don't know her kit as well as you, the man who made her document. So I'll leave it up to the GM, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that said, it's
combat
time!
Hey.
Yep.
Okay. Now I roll initiative.
Mm-hmm. Before
Geograph deployed.
I'm already in beast form.
Yeah, before anyone rolls initiative, I
Too
need
late.
I need to clear the board.
Okay, well then clear it and I'll roll again, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, you just
Basically,
have to pull Metricon.
Clear
Clear the board!
board!
Yep.
Clear the board!
To make that reference just before combat.
Re-roll initiative, I guess. Yay. I got an 18 this time, even better.
Ow!
Behind Azrael and Isabeau.
So there's gonna be
Hey,
nothing.
look, another crit fail. There's 4. You and me both twice this session, Kay.
I've noticed.
Don't forget you get another 50 dex speed for it.
Alright,
I'm marking my failures, don't worry.
Alright, Neff, you and me do 20 roll.
roll.
You're
Neff is
going
going
first.
first.
It's not as bad as the one time Neff got 5 in a session.
Yeah, I'm glad that one was over. Well, let's see. We're all here in the same area, so yeah, let's start with a shotgun blast and start cleaning them up quick.
Alright. And 19 hits the Jinnu, and it hits the Terror Beast.
Wrong side. There we go.
Roll again.
Woo! Another crit, Neff.
Okay, 24 damage total.
Oh, and was my initiative enough? Wait, quick action, so I can do another one.
Yes.
Shouldn't be, not with the Terror Beast, Monk. Terror Beast's base initiative is like 17.
Oh, well,
No. No, I'm pretty sure it's 15.
Sword charge, though, this one has.
Sword shards don't enhance initiative.
I thought they were +1 to every stat.
No, it's only the only thing that they modify is HP, MP, and Fortitude.
Oh, that's weird.
Well,
Why do some of the supplements then have it that sword shard monsters have +1 to everything per shard? That's kind of weird.
That isn't how it's supposed to work.
We'll call it what it is. Inconsistencies in supplemental materials.
I'll call
That
it what it
happens.
is. What happens when you have a bunch of people doing separate translations in a team?
I was gonna say, like, I think it's like error in translation somewhere.
So if that's the case, I can do another shotgun blast.
Yeah.
Insert boomstick joke here.
And that hits.
Again.
Jesus!
Woo,
Well, he
go
does have an
Neff.
expanded crit range due to some of his feats. Remember that. So 23 damage. Oh no, 27 damage. Excuse me.
So 27 and 24.
Yep. Minus their
that's-
defenses.
Well, that'll help thin out the hurt a little bit. Won't kill anyone, but it'll at least hurt them.
So that's 37. That's 37 damage total.
In a row? Same brain, John.
Maddie has conditioned me for that joke.
I mean, it's a good joke. It's one of the best jokes in the original Clerks, to be honest.
It really is.
It's the reason why it's
Probably, probably because Kevin Smith wasn't crying back then. Crocodile tears, people. Not even once. But
And that would be everything for me.
yep. So, Azrael, you are up.
I would like to note, Monk, that you never told us what the weakness was. When we rolled monster knowledge for the Janoons and the Terror Beast.
My bad. For the Janoon, it is bludgeoning damage, +3.
Okay.
For these Terror Beast, it is energy damage, +3.
Okay. And the shotgun bullet counts as piercing, so it's neither of those. Okay. Makes sense.
Obviously, plunging damage ain't gonna do well for me, so I'm just gonna do what I do best. First off, surging offense. One. Yep. So extra physical damage for you guys.
Woohoo! Now I'm at 5 physical damage against these demons.
That's for myself. Time to roast some demons. Cremation time, baby.
All right.
Disco Inferno.
Definitely hits. 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. 19 damage.
All right.
Plus, it's energy damage, so +6 to the Terror Beast.
I'd say burn in Hellfires, but I think they've already been there.
So it's 25 damage, Monk.
Yep.
No.
I suddenly feel like singing Hellfire.
You're not Tony J. I wouldn't attempt it.
Yeah, and I don't feel like reliving my junior year of high school. I had to do that for an assignment. I actually killed it.
We can always go with the Jonathan Young version, which is just as good.
That's fair.
I wasn't even gonna go with Hellfire. I was gonna go with the Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
Oh, good God! I know. Thanks to Todd in the Shadows, I know of that song. Oh God!
John, if you get a chance, send me the link to the Todd video.
You got it, my friend. I'll look that up as soon as my turn's over.
So,
I need to watch a couple of his old videos, some more of his videos. Really good.
Yep. And
all right. Anyway, but I'm not done yet, cause double cast, baby.
all right, what are you shooting for?
Well, since we got energy damage, let's spark him.
All right.
It'll be weaker, but at the same time, considering how
don't
weak
think Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna matter.
Not for that Terror Beast, it ain't. Alright, rolling magic power. 21, that definitely hits.
Hello, Nacho.
Nacho!
15 damage.
+6.
Plus
21 damage, Monk. That's the Friday button.
Yeah, I was already calling for it myself.
Yep.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Yep. So, I believe Spark is an area spell, correct?
Let me double check. Yeah. So they're all getting hit.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only
It's just
taking
the Terror
15
Beast
damage.
is the one that felt the most of it. Oh, and that reminds me. That was me getting the finishing blow. I just earned an extra point of edge.
Yep.
Nope.
Because I just recently added sweeping victory to my maneuvers.
You edgy
sweeping-
mofo.
And sweeping victory can be activated anytime you KO an opponent yourself. Yep.
Exactly. So yeah, that was all that, baby.
So, to anyone who thought that he was done, I'm sorry that you think you know him.
I understand that
You know
reference.
But so I believe next would be your birds.
Oh yeah.
Who'd we lose?
Um,
We lost Rick again.
Yep.
Earth.
He's just too slick. He keeps sliding out of chat.
And the best part is that I think both of my birds have area spells.
Yeah. Well, not spells if I want to be pedantic, but still, point still stands.
Yep. So first, let's get right over there to burn him up.
Woo! No!
Fix it then.
That's the problem. I don't even know if we can.
Wait a minute. Well, at the very
Alright.
least, oh, never mind. I was gonna ask about local recording.
Check your
Okay.
And we're back.
Yep.
But check audio.
Yep. On it.
Yeah, the audio's still.
I'm on it. Which doesn't make any sense because I'm in Sacristity.
No, what matters is that the settings on OBS keep resetting to what they were when you first opened it, which we know was broken. So you gotta go back, keep fixing it back to where it's supposed to be.
Well, I mean, it's coming through now, so.
Okay.
No!
So yeah, lovely timing right as I get fucking boxcars.
Yeah, but it was only boxcars on accuracy.
Wait, visual is still down?
Shouldn't be. I see it.
Reagan seems to have a weird setup where apparently people either come out too loud or too quiet no matter what I do.
Yeah, visual's not down. Not on our end.
We can
Refresh
see it.
before bitching!
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna refresh as well just to see. Yeah, it's still up on our side.
Alright, so it's just on whoever said that.
Dragon, ethereal dragon.
Yeah, it's just on Dragon. Sorry, dude. Refresh, buddy. Alright, that being said, let me go ahead and roll for the damage here. 2d plus 6. 12 damage.
Alright.
That's gonna hit all the Janu.
And that's magic damage, so it.
Oh god, tell me I'm gonna kill most of these guys.
You're gonna kill all of them.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, depends. Some of them have a little bit of health left, so.
Yeah, but you
This
have
guy in
another area
particular.
attack going on.
Yeah,
Well, that one should have been down at 16 with the rest of them since Spark was a full area.
I did put Spark in.
Yeah, but Spark should have hit that last Janoon that is still at 31. It should have gone down to 16 with the rest of them when it did.
That one. Yep, that is taken care of.
And now for my other friend. Time to bring the lightning. 16.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, this is probably gonna kill him.
No, it will kill them, straight up.
9.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dead.
If there was a boss behind it, the amount of edge I would have gotten from that would have been insane.
At this point, Arya looks at Azrael and throws her spear through him. I'm pretty sure I could hit you and kill you if I really wanted to.
Though this does, with them wiped out, this does mean it's time for loot rolls.
And that'll be me from now on.
Yep. And consider it a good thing that I didn't try and go with the most accurate representation of the Terror Beast just based on their description.
Why? Because if I remember correctly, this one's actually a special one.
Well, it's enhanced through sword shards, which, by the way, you gain 8 sword shards.
Yay!
Hooray! I'll mark those.
Oh.
Do you need anything?
But it's described. The terror beasts are considered the higher form of aether beasts. It is about the size of a cow and 4 legs, but has a horrifying and bizarre appearance, and its body is constantly decomposing and regenerating. It emits an unpleasant odor, and those who see it can be weakened by fear.
But if I remember, Katya's terror beast was the Lord of the Darkest Depths.
Yeah, still uses the stats of a terror beast. It's just sword enhanced.
It's monster level, initiative, accuracy check, damage, evasion check, defense, level of divine magic, magic power, success value of unique skill, frightening sight, success value of unique skill, corrosive poison. Of normal terror beast data is increased by +1 per each shard. If you had used the Lord of the Darkest Depths, he would have been +8 on all of those.
Yeah. But regardless, we'll roll loot for the terror beast. Actually, you don't have to roll for the terror beast because it has 2 always.
Oh, well, I don't have to roll that for that guy. I'll just have to roll for the other 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so...
But before that, Oops. Give yourself 2 red A's.
Another case of Daxter winning by doing absolutely nothing.
Oops, Daxter is Luigi. Let's face it.
Oh.
Because even if I don't do anything during battle, I still win.
I would argue that at this point, Sandra is Luigi, but Castillo's not even here.
Yep. But
that's not his fault.
Okay.
So we're doing 7 rolls for the Jinnu.
Okay.
So
first roll is 9.
All right. Coops, give yourself a red S.
Ooh.
Because you managed to synthesize one Jinnu's horns.
Okay. Second one is 6.
All right. Red A.
Third is another 9.
Red S.
Fourth is an 11.
Another red S.
Fifth is a 10.
That's another red S.
Bump it up to 10.
Sixth is a 10.
That's another red S.
And the 7th is another 6.
That's a red A.
Just so everybody knows, this is an example of why adding just a +2 modifier to a simple roll like this can make all the difference in the world. Many of those would not have been the numbers that they were had I not had the +2.
Wherever helps you sleep at night.
But
what?
So for two things. One, each of you gain 30 reputation.
Sweet.
3 or 3-0?
3-0. We should all be at 95 reputation now, and I'll go ahead and change that on Sandra as well. 395. 395, yeah.
You also gain the title Lord. This isn't the adventure title, but put this off to the side. Each of you has the title Lord of the Darkness.
Where would I put that?
Probably have to put that in notes.
I am going to put that somewhere.
But in the aftermath, Katya gives her thanks, saying, "I was able to save my family. I lost everything, but I'm sure I'll be happy here." You then see her removing the Nomari patterned waistband that she has, and says, "I used it to strangle Caraway with this." but I don't think I'll ever use it again. I know it's not valuable, but please take it with you. And as she disappears, you see the Abyss Core.
Okay, what's the name of the item that she gave us?
Turban of the Old Nomari.
Alright. Again, keeping track of all the relics that we have. As for the Abyss Core, Arya is still transformed and ready for battle, so she takes out all of her frustration on the Abyss Core herself.
So that with the Abyss Core down, you guys gain 9 Abyss Shards.
Alright, that puts us at a total of 10!
Mm-hmm.
And we got 8 sword shards off of the thing, right?
That is correct.
That puts us at 10 there as well, I might add.
You also gain 3 stars, so you guys are at 5 stars so far. And
I'm just gonna put the title in my inventory as title Lord of the Darkness.
And as far as what the turban does, it adds a additional action to Katya's action table.
Okay, well, that'll be relevant when she's a fellow.
Yeah, basically the next time she's a fellow, she'll be able to use Sacred Weapon on her action table.
If we ever get to fellows acting, we'll
Yeah.
kill everything before we even get to the end of a round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, some of us. Hell, how many people did we go through this time? Like 2?
8. We went through 2 people and 8 NPCs. We're a little OP.
Which I think is a good thing, but at the same time, we need level scaling for this.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying we're a little OP.
Oh yeah.
Fucking busted, man.
But with that taken care of, and that also means let me take those off the board and move you guys back to the wilderness map. So with the shallow abyss cleared, I would say you could go south, but technically you can't unless you want to dive down into the valley. Probably not a good idea.
Let's go north first anyway. It's the next path we can see.
Mm-hmm. So roll 2d6 plus 1.
Oh. 7.
All right. You do hear movement way off in the distance, but that's about it.
Oh, okay.
But you come to a rocky hill, carved into that was carved into a stone wall. What looks like might have once been a temple. The entrance to the front of these ruins has no door.
This looks like the place an evil cult would be, don't you think, people?
Definitely want to keep an eye out.
Don't know. I've never joined one before.
But it's
If
got,
you haven't joined one, the signs are always there.
got an ominous look about it that makes me think of an evil cult.
Oh. If you wish to investigate, that is going to be a scout roll.
Scout observation.
All right.
Would this also work for Ranger?
No.
Okay, I figured we were out in the open, so.
No, this is a building.
All right. Let's see what.
15, 16, 19.
Yep.
I'm calling. I already know where I'm going. Doing my first one upgrade.
You do note that the main way to get into the ruins is through the not door, but you also noted that there's a trap. If someone steps on the plates at the front, a trap will fire a bunch of arrows from both sides.
Okay.
You can try and disable it, but that requires another scout check, and this one's gonna have a higher difficulty.
Isn't it also going to be technique instead of observation?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's try it. 16 again. Who else has a technique that they want to try to disable this?
I do actually, if I'm not mistaken.
But are you a scout?
I think I pulled that one off.
It's a scout check with technique.
Oh, spot trap checks. Never mind. I remember what I had. Sorry.
I was gonna say the reason this is a scout technique check is because disable traps is usually a scout thing.
I remembered I'd had something about traps in my abilities, but I just couldn't remember if it was spot trap or disarm trap.
But
that does remind me. Who else other than me actually has scout tools in their inventory?
Regardless, you aren't able to disarm the trap, but you are able to disable it so that the arrows are pointing at the ceiling.
Works.
In other words, the trap will still trigger. It's just gonna hit the ceiling.
Works for me.
But as you go in, you are greeted by the sight of a hall adorned with the statue of a demon. A demon that is trying to assume the appearance of a maiden, but is not doing a good job. On the right wall, you see a stairway to a basement. So you guys gonna head down there?
Keep our guards up.
Sounds like it took... Keep our guard up because there's probably bad guys down there.
I don't doubt it for a minute.
Though, as you approach the stairs, you do hear voices coming from the basement. If you want to try and listen in, that is either that is observation only if you have scout or ranger.
Okay.
Oh, you can actually roll this one.
All right. Observation. 20.
The hell's up with mine?
Super bunny.
The tablet with the big ears. He's got a glistening skill.
But you hear someone saying, "The stars shall soon align. By offering up sacrifices and summoning ender truths, we shall eradicate the snobs from this earth." It sounds like there's about 10 people down there.
Is there any way to find out what Ender 2s is?
Actually, could I roll knowledge to see if I know something about this, considering I've probably studied up on a whole bunch of shit?
Roll it, but you're gonna need to roll really high for this.
I pray thee to the next gods, give me a good one. Yeah, 17.
You know that that's clearly the name of a demon, but in terms of anything further than that, not a whole lot. Just that it is a higher tier demon.
All right, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, this is hard because if they're trying to cast some kind of ritual spell. What if I were to cast forbidden magic to catch them off guard and keep them from living the ritual?
You would need to know what school of magic they're using in order to use that. Because remember that specifically that spell has to be specific about what type of magic it's cutting off.
All right. Oh, okay. In that case, let's try something else instead. There's at least like a little bit of air coming out from the bottom, right? There's enough room to bring some air in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring my hand down just underneath the door. And I'm gonna cast Stun Cloud to stun them in place before we bust in there.
All right, roll magic power.
20.
Oh yeah, that ends up passing.
So they're right in the middle, getting ready for this. All of a sudden, they're all just gonna be like, "What the? I can't move. What's going on?
Nobody move! This is a raid!
We're gonna
FBI, open up!
And at that point, all right. Let's give it a good show, shall we? As I kick down the door.
So this is going to be one of those horde rules. Yeah.
Well, since I'm the one that kicked down the door, I guess I'll start us off.
Mm-hmm. Hey!
So once again, I'm gonna go ahead and let's cremate the motherfuckers.
All right.
Actually, can I roll monster knowledge to see if I can find out if they have any weaknesses or are they just regular guys nothing like that?
They're just regular guys.
All right, never mind. Let's burn them. 19.
That hits.
Dragon, shame on you. We don't bring that type of trash into here.
17 damage.
You do, man. They are in a. As soon as the stun spell wears off, they realize that there's a whole lot of fire going about, and now you're starting a panic.
What? And
Arya will go next.
And to make things more fun, double cast. And we're gonna go ahead and hit up on the spark for a little extra fun.
All right.
22, that definitely hits.
Yep.
And another 15 on top of that.
Yep.
I'm taking it.
Arya, is, well, still striving for, well, worthy challenges. So Arya first is going to go in, guns blazing, multi-action. She's gonna hit these bastards. I'm assuming that's a hit.
We could have started this off fun, and I could have started off with the tear gas bullet and really made it a proper raid.
Well, too late now.
I have the next spot on attack because I have a plan.
I assume that the 17 hits.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, first I hit them with a big ass cleave, 25 damage, 26 actually because I'm in alternate form.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the action, I'm actually casting lightning. There's my sorcery.
All right. that hits.
Oh, of course it does. Lightning. The reason I'm using lightning is because it's a big ass line of "fuck you," is what it is. And so. 17 damage of lightning.
Yep.
Well, 18 technically, because yeah. So 26 and 18. So 44. Yeah, 44.
And they have been marved.
Target neutralized.
So that is 1 star. And let's.
So we just fucked up the evil cult, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
So that does mean loot roll. There's only one because only the priest has anything of note. The other ones are just mooks.
Okay. 2d6 plus 2. 10.
You managed to find a holy symbol that you can synthesize, and it synthesizes 3 cards. So, Coops, give yourself a black A, a white A, and a white S.
Okay. And a black S.
White S.
I look over at Arya. I know you want to have fun, but when summoning a demon, I didn't want to fuck around.
I would have rather have fought the demon.
I know you would, you battle maniac, you.
But after that being said,
Is there anything else under here, Monk?
roll observation.
Yeah, let's search the room.
Oh, fuck off!
The dice gods giveth, and they taketh away.
The dice gods show no mercy.
Amen.
Amen.
Let me roll observation.
Counter's up to 6 now, isn't it?
No, two for you, 2 for me. And then Az rolls is 5.
Yep. Hey, my counter says 5.
Yep.
19.
Alright. So you managed to find a healthy amount of goods that seem to belong to the cultists. They've clearly been here for a while.
Oh,
So
fuck
roll just straight 2D.
Doing that now. 9.
9!
9! 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9!
So
8. 8.
So you managed to find about 9,500 gamels worth of goods.
Damn!
You find anything else? Is there any treasure?
You also came across a elven girl trapped in one of the small rooms.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, not only were they summoning a demon.
The ritual sacrifice, I don't doubt. Now it's definitely good we didn't wait. I immediately approached the elf girl. Oh wait. Actually, my sage is up. Can I speak Elven? Any kind of Elven language?
I can speak Elvish, and so can Daxter.
And so can Alicia.
I never added any new languages since I leveled up Sage.
You started with Trade Common and Magitech, right?
Yeah, and I've also got Sylvan, Demonic, and Barbaric.
Let me do a check here. I'm just doing a numbers check, that's all. Sage is 9. Yeah, you can learn to speak or read 2 more things, because you didn't do that with your sage levels, but we should probably take care of that as a housekeeping thing.
Problem is, I'm not gonna use that right now.
I mean, any of us can talk to her. I point to the tablet and I go, "You are the least threatening of us. Talk to the girl."
How am I the least threatening, you bitch?
Don't make me throw you at the next tomb we see. Or worse, don't make me throw you in the next river we cross.
You're fluffy, that's why.
Gar walks over, picks up the tablet, places her on his shoulder, taps her head, and then walks over to the elven girl while saying, Ignore them. We can go play with your frog later."
Okay.
I will throw you in a river the next time you imply you have any amount of threat, child.
Oh, I'm gonna.
As Gar looks at Azel, "Control your woman, please."
Anywho, Alicia.
Control me.
Anyway.
Alicia climbs off Garu's shoulders. Her nose twitches a little bit as she draws near the elven girl, and she carefully says in Elvish,
Can we help you in any way?
About a month ago. I was brought here from Paluake with another girl named Vilma. She further explains that it seems they were talking about sacrificing them to summon a higher tier demon.
Where's your friend?
She
didn't make it, did she?
It was said that that the trader who I remember hearing that they were heading towards Bosingham.
Bosingham, huh?
Well, it looks like first we have to take you home. Then we'll have to finish what we're doing here. Then we'll have to go back to Reynez to go over to Bosingham.
Alicia waves Arya off and tells her to be quiet.
Let's get you home first and we're gonna find your friend, okay?
Alright.
Do you speak any of the common languages? Or just Elvish?
Everybody speaks trade common. She looks at you like, what the hell kind of question is that?
I didn't know how old she was.
Wouldn't matter. Everybody learns trade common from birth.
Well, we assume that. You never know what there's going to be another some far-off race decides not to learn it.
You mean like the barbers?
Wasn't going to go that far, but okay.
But regardless, after a bit, you guys head to the camp, which means it is time to turn that particular job in. So that's 6,000 gamels for.
Monk, the girl said she was from Paluake. Why would we have gone to 3?
Because the quest on the way. Just get that part done.
Yeah.
Out of the way, we probably.
I would. Both Arya and Alicia were in agreement that we should get the girl home first, before anything else.
You'd still have to head back. You still have to head back here just to turn it in.
I'm talking about the girl we just saved, not quests.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to go home to Paluake.
And
Paluake is south.
Yep. So that being said, fortunately there's a clear path just through the valley.
Okay.
That is the good news.
That's the bad news.
There's still one more problem we haven't dealt with in the forest yet.
You mean the wilderness?
Or the wilderness. Remember what else we haven't fought yet.
It's time to fight a chimera.
Garu, look, what was our escort's name again? I'm trying to remember her name.
What was the elf's name?
Yeah.
Give me a.
Milena.
Milena.
Garu looks to Milena, and It says, for the time being, we're going to get into. There's probably going to be danger up ahead. So he gestures towards the horse, to his horse that has been in the background the entire time. Stay with our horse, and if things get nasty, take him and go get as far south as safely possible. We'll catch up.
So, and unfortunately, obviously come on, let me adjust. But yeah, as you head towards the south, you come across the Chimera, and he's a big fella.
That's a huge bitch.
It also but you knew what you were getting yourselves into, because as you get close, you see a lot of white bones.
Yep.
Monster knowledge.
Humanoids.
Look at the bones!
Oh, hell yeah!
Lovely.
Save those boxcars for when they matter.
I know, right?
So, it's weaknesses, magic damage +2.
Did you really just add Lord of Darkness to your name?
No, it should be no. I'm going to make an amendment to that. Like, it should be Bun of Darkness.
Hell no!
I agree with that.
I was wondering when you guys are gonna notice. I didn't know where else to put the title.
I just put it in my items as title Lord of the Darkness. Seems like the best.
So, roll initiative, but actually hold that.
Gotta clear the board first.
Yep.
Clear the board! Clear the board!
I kind of wish it would auto clear, but it is what it is.
I'm with John K. I'm going to be kind of sad that we won't be hearing them say that for a while.
I know.
Anyway. Combat time!
Hold on, I have to refresh because this is being dumb to me right now.
Also, okay,
Yeah?
roll 20. Are you playing as yourself or as Alicia?
Oh, fucking hell!
Yeah, you've had that on for the longest time. I just keep forgetting to tell you.
Pass because she's been dealing with OBS bullshit all day.
I know. That's why I've been leaning on her. I'm just like, okay, I think it's about time to call her out on that.
You know what's even worse is that's normally one of the first things I change as soon as I get in.
Also bear in mind that she doesn't have the portraits up on Roll20 like I do. So she couldn't see that she hadn't changed.
I would agree, but also she has the sidebar, and if you look at all the Alicias.
Look how tiny that damn thing is.
Rails.
Yep.
Hey Monk, did it roll for me or not? Because it doesn't show me rolling on my side.
It rolled. I see you on the board.
It rolled.
Yeah,
Okay. I just have to do the arrangements.
Well, no. The reason I was asking is because I've refreshed Roll20 twice now, and it's being sort of a bitch.
Yeah. Don't worry.
What the hell?
So what do we know about this? What do we know about this thing in terms of damage it takes?
Magic damage +2.
Yeah, especially from monster knowledge, we rolled, which means magic damage +4 from those of us with weakness exploit.
Hi!
So
Hi.
I should note that this thing has 5 different targets.
Oh shit.
The lion's head, the goat's head, the dragon's head, the body and the wings.
Alright.
Really makes very little difference for me because most of my spells are area spells.
Makes no difference for me. My cleave
Yep.
hits 5 targets simultaneously.
Yep. I got.
Question. Laser bullet. It says bullet of light. Does that count as magic?
Does it say magic damage?
Yeah, okay. So it is. Perfect. Are we going now?
Yep, I believe you are at the top. You're at the top of the order.
Alright then. Let's use one of the newer spells that I got. Let's do a laser bullet with aim shot and crit shot on the dragon head.
You can't do both. It's only it's not until you hit a certain threshold that you are going to be able to use 2 combat feats onto one action.
Okay,
So-
then we'll just make it aim shot.
And 2 combat feats to 1 action. I think you have to be like Scout 13.
You have to be 13 of the relevant class. So
Oh,
when
marksman 13. Yeah.
there's a
Alright.
similar thing with casters and
The double
And-
cast.
mhm.
Yep.
Alright then, just aim shot.
All right. So roll it. And which part are you targeting?
He said
The
the
dragon
dragon
head.
head.
All right.
Is that free over evasion?
Yes.
Alright, double damage!
All right. Roll it. Oh, there it is. That's 17 base. What's the final?
Oh well, +2 from magic damage. So 19 times 2 is
38.
All right. And you're not getting a second one in this case.
Nah, I didn't think so.
'Cause I'm not counting ties as the the equivalent. So Garu, you are up next.
Okay. As always, I'm already in beast form with giant arms and
By the way, you should make sure that you remember that each technique costs 3 MP.
I know. I just gotta remember which side of it I have to take off. Like the left side or the right side for number.
Or you can just click on your token on the map and type the next number down and hit enter.
Oh.
Yeah, if you click on your token, it pops up the little bubbles. And the
I
blue
try to
bubbles.
keep it. Yeah, I just try to keep it focused more on the enemies because I don't know. It's honestly it's tough to see how all the health bars are there. Anywho,
I mean, you can keep track of your own, can't you?
I know. I'm going to. What were the 5 points? The 3 heads and what other parts?
Body and wings.
Body and wings. Garu's going to go for the wings and attempt to damage them. Maybe even break them.
All right.
So I'm going to start with. Let's go with a punch with the chain attack, hopefully.
All right. That. Which was your target?
Wings.
Alright, that hits.
Woo!
1d9.
That's for a punch. Chain attack. Going for a kick.
And that hits.
Hey!
Oh, critical! Nice.
So 43 damage.
So that's it for the wings.
Gar goes for a punch more at the joint. Kind of works, and then he just does a then he just axe kick on him to literally to rip him off.
So
Before
Azrael, you are up next.
Oh, well, I've done playing around as I pull the doll out. Pull a little nice little doll out of my bag. Go have some fun. You see the doll suddenly glow a dark, almost evil purple. And I chuck it right at the damn thing, full force. Curse doll! 16.
Let me. Okay, so that is gonna. So 16. Let me see if that hit. That hits. And yeah, that hits.
Oh, thank God! I was worried there for a minute.
So that's 30 plus magic power damage.
21 damage. Plus 4. 25. Then I'll go ahead and can't do much else except for Spark. So yeah, double cast Spark. 22. That absolutely hits.
Oh yeah.
Reroll!
Rolling.
So let's see. 4 plus 16 is 20. Plus another 4.
24.
4 additional damage. And since I'm more worried about him attacking us than us doing physical damage to him, instead of going for my normal surging offense, I'm going to go ahead and activate Blowing Fortune.
Alright. Let me see something.
Oh wait, I gotta target that one. I'll give that one to Arya.
Alright.
And now it's time for the birds. So, Flame Breath. 17.
That's a miss.
Oh! Alright, let's try it with lightning. Never fucking mind.
Yeah,
That
you
bird.
you see it try and you see the birds try and shoot the breath at it, and the sword just the chimera just blocks it with its own breath. Good effort. Have some steak. Arya,
I got it with that bomb, with the curse bomb, and the lightning, so I'll take it.
Arya, you are up.
Yep. As you already know, I'm already in alternate form and all that fun stuff. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to use cleave to hit all body parts at the same time. Because that's a thing. I'm also declaring a multi-action.
Alright.
19. That should hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright. 26 damage because of my alternate form. I know it's not a demon, so that's not going to matter. And then I am going to see. Do I have any other spells that do area of effect that are not lightning? I mean, lightning's nice and all, but I want something with more, you know, just more. I am looking. Now, Monk, when something says target one character, does that only mean one section of section characters, or the whole character?
I am under the impression that it means one section.
I figured. Okay. I'll skip that then. Well then, I guess lightning it is then. Let's do this. First, I get the +2 to casting from making that called shot. 21 definitely hits.
Yep.
Alright. And we go over here. And that's going to be 24 damage because of magic damage +2 multiplied by 2 because I am a sage with weakness exploit. To all parts of the chimera, obviously.
So, right as the chimera is about to charge, everyone sees that it gets hit with a big ass lightning bolt.
Yep. First, I went up to it and smacked it with a big ass halberd across all parts of its body, just cha cha cha, and then lightning bolt.
And because that took out all 3 of the heads, it is dead, Jim.
You didn't have to lose your head over a little bit of lightning.
I guess he was just shocked by how powerful we were.
True, but that means he doesn't have a head for battle.
So it is time for loot.
Wheel of loot, turn. It's my job to do this now because I do earn 36 +2. We have a 9.
You managed to salvage a golden mane.
Wow.
So that's 2,900. And Coops, grant yourself a gold and red S.
Oh, hey, Monk, according to the wiki, we also always get a chimera horn and a chimera fang.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So that's a couple more red A's. Just more for your Archfiend deck.
How many?
2 red A's, and a gold S and a red S.
31.
It'd be really funny if Arya decided to go to a tailor at the next town to get that mane. integrated.
Monk, don't give me ideas.
Too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean,
Too late.
that's not very expensive either.
Ooh, now I have ideas.
Oh boy.
So,
The Chimera is dead,
yep.
and now we can go to Paluake to take this girl Horn. Horn?
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 Horn? Horn?
Yep. Horm. Horme. I don't know what that is.
But-
Home. There we go.
As you head further south, you finally see the gates of Paluake, and that is where we are going to go to break.
Okay.
Alright, folks, you heard it here first. It is time to get your drinks, get your snacks, take a bathroom break. We will be back in 10 minutes. See you then.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
As my chiropractor often says, glad to see you're back.
Guess
Now,
who's back? Back again.
Let me move you guys over to the Palawake image, which you guys have seen. This Palawake is a smaller town, just small by comparison to the cities that it's surrounded by.
Yeah, I imagine it's more of an idyllic town than anything. In fact, I think that's how it was technically described at one point.
Yeah, but we know this girl is missing, so I'm just gonna take her to the Adventurers Guild because I'm gonna like who's missing their person. Mm-hmm. And the receptionist does say they'll take care of her until they can find her parents. And within less than a minute, you see a request put up for that is quickly taken by somebody else.
They're trying to stop you from getting it, Zen.
This is where I stabbed them. No, I'm joking. That's a request for them to find her parents, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're not here to find her parents, because her parents are probably in the town.
Well, about that, there was a clerical error because there was a request to find Milena.
Oh well, I'll take that one. I found her.
That is 20,000 gamels.
Cha-ching!
And 3 stars.
Double cha-ching!
For some reason, out of character, I think every time the big money comes in, you see dollars, you see money signs in Arya's eyes.
No, she's not too.
Conqueror's Bad Fur Day comes to mind.
She's not too worried about money. She's worried about finding something that's worth a fight.
And of course, the other potential quests in this area you guys already took care of weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
Well, one of them you took care of. The other one is still active.
Oh, that one's one of the letters, isn't it?
Actually, no, never mind. That one you already took care of too.
Which one?
The letter to Asamiye.
We've cleared all the quests in Palawake. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say it now, guys. Guess what?
What?
That's one region cleared.
Yay!
And then the map flashes from gray to colors because we cleared everything in the region. There you go.
I did say it was kind of channeling that, just doing it better because this isn't made by Ubisoft.
But with that, we're going to take the train back to Reynez and stop along the way because you said you're going to let us do that.
Yep. So that is. Remember that's still $250 per person.
Yep. I mean, with what we're going to get at the end of all this, I don't think any of us is hurting for money.
Yeah.
Not really.
So let me open that up.
By the way, is the Discord volume better now?
Let me check. Mm-hmm. Test 1 2.
Test 1 2.
You're still very loud and we're
What
still
the hell?
Quiet. So that's.
I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
So that's 6,000 and 5,000. That's also a total of 3 stars.
Ooh.
Which technically puts you guys at 12. So reset and give yourself 2,400 more XP.
I'm at 3,500 experience.
I'm higher than that.
Well, that's because you've been saving
I
up.
actually have 6,900. Nice.
Giggity.
So wait a minute, how much did we get?
2,400. It's 200 times the amount of stars we turn in.
Yep.
And the amount of stars we turn in is average adventure level +2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, I'm over at 9,000, so I'm going to be doing some leveling.
It's
All right,
over
how much?
9,000!
How much was
How
that?
much was it?
Tweaking of audio settings right now.
Let me check.
You got 2,400, so add that to your.
Okay,
experience
thank you.
points.
2,400. And how much was it we got earlier?
24.
Earlier.
2,400 earlier, so we've got 4,800 so far. Just this session.
Mm-hmm. So, since you guys are in Reynes, that also.
I guess
See
it sounds a little bit better. You're a little quieter. Not some of us have gotten louder. Some of us sound about the same.
I'm tweaking the settings in Discord now.
Yep. So that also means that the cult affair is dealt with. So that's an additional 1,200 gamels.
1,200?
Not 1,200, 12,000.
I was about to say 1,200 for defeating an evil cult.
Mm-hmm.
I think even Arya would have been like, "The fuck."
And
It's a little
two.
cheap.
That's 2 stars.
Hooray!
So it did sound like the next destination you guys had was to Bosingham.
Well, I mean, I look at the whole party. I'm like, there is still an enslaved person. We must go to Bosingham.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. We talked about family earlier, and if there's family missing, we gotta help them.
Of course.
So you can either go through the wetlands, then to the fjord, then to Bosingham, or you can take a train to Asamier and then take a boat to Bosingham.
So the question is, do we want to walk there, or do we want to spend money to get there?
Let's walk. No one wants a wet tablet.
Except if we walk, we're going through the wetlands.
So
either way, you're gonna risk a wet tablet.
At least with the boat, there's a less of a chance.
And we'd be spending, I believe it was 300 per person for the ferry, Monk, in Asamier. Because that's what we had to spend when we went and hunted the Melviz.
Yep, 300 per person.
So, if we're gonna get to Bosingham via railway and then ferry, we're spending a total of 550 camel. Everybody okay with that?
We're not exactly hurting
Yep,
for money
that's
right
good.
now.
Yep. So, I will spend 550 camels. Go. I'm still at 25,000 camels, so. Just imagine all the shit we're gonna get at the end of this, though. Jesus.
Alright, so first a couple days worth of travel to Asamier, and then a couple more days travel to Bosingham.
Yo.
Also, if anyone's mad at me about my pronunciation on things, this is why you put pronunciation guides in your damn books.
I mean, if we had the katakana for every one of these, which would mean me looking through the actual Japanese sources, we'd have the pronunciations, Monk.
Yeah, it's just a standard thing, and yes, I'm channeling what we cover on Fridays as well.
Yes. But now we are in Bosingham. What do we get for being in Bosingham the first time, Monk?
More star.
3 stars.
3 stars. Ah.
Gross garlic.
Hey.
So let me move you guys to the. Oh, I already have you guys moved to it. I just didn't move to it myself. So Bosingham, which is a port town, it's surrounded by inlets. Once upon a time, it was a military port, but that's not the case anymore. And you've been close to this area when you were dealing with that weird ass ghost pirate nonsense.
Yep. Back before the Great Abyss erosion started occurring.
Mm-hmm. So first things first. Turning in the letter to Bosingham. which is 8,000 gamels and an additional 2 stars. So your current total stars is at 7.
So I delivered my letter like a good post lady should.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go erase that letter for my. Still have a letter for Turkidar and El Yabibi.
Yep. So let me clear those quests off.
El Yabibi.
So for those who wish to try and get info out of the, actually, I'll handle the tavern after this.
What is there to do?
There are three major quests you see of note on the request board. One of them is, well, one of them you've already taken care of. It was taking out Melbiz.
Hooray!
The other. And you already got a healthy payday out of that.
Yes.
So you're not going to get the same job twice.
Yes.
One of them is delivering goods to Oxildia. Reward is 10,000 gamels.
Is there a time limit?
Huh?
Is there a time limit?
No. The other is escorting a blacksmith to Turkidar. He was originally employed at a workshop there. Went to Bosingham on business. Then the Great Erosion occurred, and they were unable to get home.
I look to the party and I say, normally I'd take these right now, but we have a girl to search for.
Yes, that needs to be our top priority.
I'm sure we could probably at least take the quest for the supply run, since we'd just be going there whenever we could. But this man who needs escorting, perhaps we should wait on that one. Is there any way we can find Vilma?
That's going to be an observation affair.
Alright, well, I'm a scout. I'll roll that. Scout counter. Observation. That's a 15.
You managed to pass. You tied technically. After a bit of digging in some of the more hidden areas around the city, you do find her. She explains that she was kidnapped and sold to a slave trader because of her knowledge. Said slave trader was attacked and killed by demons, who ended up disappearing afterwards. And she thought that she was going to get sacrificed, but after you find her, she asked to be accompanied to her home in Hertzholm.
Okay. So we need to take her to Kurtzholm first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I look at the rest of the party. I'm like, we should take her to Kurtzholm, and then we can return here to do other things.
Right.
What do we say?
Well, that was our plan.
It's going to be for a round trip. It's going to be something like 1,100 camels.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe so, but that's a small price to pay, honestly.
Well, I'm not talking in character.
Yeah.
I say that even out of character. Like, that's a small price to pay.
Oh,
Look
I
how
know.
much we made this session alone. I think we're already making up for that loss.
Yo. I mean, so we're gonna. So Monk, we're gonna expedite this. We're all gonna spend 1,100 gamel. And we're gonna take the ferry out and the train down from Asamier to Kurtzholm because we've already cleared that shallow abyss and that lord, and get her to Kurtzholm and bid her farewell, etc. And then we're gonna spend the other half of that 1,100, that other 550 to train back and ship back to Bosingham.
Yep. I'd say that takes you guys about a week.
Which is fine. I should actually reduce my rations now by like 2 weeks because I've been forgetting to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I should actually, yeah.
But
and then once we're back in Bosingham, before we grab any other quests, I'm gonna turn in our abyss shards and sword shards.
All right.
We have 20 of them, so I'm
So
assuming you want me to roll 20d6.
Yep.
Woo!
Oh.
Any one of us? Oh, never mind.
74.
Ow!
You guys
Only
have-
one failure on that. Nice.
Yep. That was a very nice spread. 74 reputation puts us at 469. Nice.
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 So you're not going up in rank yet, but you're close.
When is the next rank after Flamberge?
500.
Is that? Nice.
We're almost there, though.
Was it 469?
So,
469. Yeah, I need to put that on Sandra's as well.
So while I'm at it, I'm going to take the.
If Theo ever joins us again, he's going to be surprised at exactly how much. Oh, I need to. Okay, so he just got 2,400 and 2,400 again, so he's at 8,800 experience. I know that you want to maybe maybe I say somehow do stuff with his leveling. He's gonna have 2 sets of level ups that we do and 8,800 experience, Monk. So you're gonna need to be careful about that.
Yeah.
I've already put on his new reputation and the experience points for him.
Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing that the 2 quests I mentioned earlier, goods delivery and escort, you guys are going to be taking.
We'll take the goods delivery and we'll take the escort to start an escort mission.
Don't worry, I'm not a sadistic game designer. I'm not going to go through that kind of bullshit with escort missions.
Well, I'm not saying you would. I'm just
It's just for it to happen.
Yeah.
It's not early Assassin's Creed escort missions.
Bold of you to think it's just Assassin's Creed that we have that problem with.
Yeah, but we've been making fun of Ubisoft all day. What's stopping us now?
This is true. He's got a point.
So
as long as we track him.
Yep.
So I assume that we're going to actually have to go on the roads with him. He's not taking,
Yeah, but
stuff.
I'm not going to stat him out the next time you guys get into combat.
Okay.
So
the only other thing I want to do then is because since we're going to go on road, we're going to have to travel through the fjord, and I want fjord info. So I'm going to do that city action, that good old. A 6, if I remember the city action, that is like 2d per 100 gamels for information.
Yep.
Yep. And so I'll roll 2d again.
Ouch.
And I'll spend 1,100. I have the most money out of anybody here. 1,100 gambles is not going to hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will spend the 1,100 gambles and take me down to 23,000 gambles. Fun, fun, fun.
So
23,038 gambles, excuse me.
So you know that within the fjord to the north, there is a Ragnakang, as well as a white greater dragon. Though no one's seen it since the Great Erosion.
Well, we can make friends with Dargans. Dargans talk.
Yep. There are also relics of the Magitech civilization period in the fjord, along with a watchtower with soldiers dispatched from Bosingham. The shallow abyss is likely threat level 9. And while you guys are doing that investigation, you ended up overhearing a few other things. One of them is you encounter a girl named Lyra, who is the descendant of one of the Wall Guardians.
Is it the only one we haven't met yet, Monk?
I don't think you. It is one that you have that you you haven't met.
Yeah, so the only Wall Guardian out of the 5 at the beginning of the book that we haven't met is Tautomi.
And that's the one that this is tied to. So she basically says, if you have any items that were related to Tautomi, send them to me.
Okay, so once we get some Tautomi stuff, we can come back for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
If you're ever in I'm going to be heading to El Yabibi in a few days. So if you happen to be in that area, come look for me.
All right. Well then, if we'll keep an eye out for Tautomi relics, and if we need to visit her and show them, we will show her the Tautomi relics in El Yabibi. We have to go there anyway.
Yeah. The other thing is that Alicia ended up getting roped into a lecture from another Tabit around her age named Toddle.
Ah, damn it!
Toddle the Tabit.
Mm-hmm. A scholar who ends up talking quite a bit about a gun called a Magi Repeater.
You have my attention.
That she's been researching it.
Toddle, is it any relation to the Tabit named Tattle?
No.
All you guys see is Alicia's foot just going rapid.
Okay, Thumper.
Because she's impatient to get moving again.
But you do hear talk that the Magi Repeater might be in the ruins in the fjord.
Alicia looks up at Isabel.
Must have.
It's okay, honey. We'll get you your gun, okay?
Kill with gun.
That's getting a little dark.
So
Gar grabs Isabeau. Calm down, otherwise you're going to be attacking last again.
Okay, I'll leave that to you then.
So I'm guessing that you guys are going to be heading to the fjord.
That would be correct.
Because we have to head to Turkadar anyway while accompanying this dude. So we're gonna have to go through, like, if I remember the map, need to go through the fjord, then the wetlands, then the wilderness, then the mountains, I think it was? Looks about right. And then Turkadar is down by the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yeah, Turkadar is on the is in the southeast. But let me move you guys over to the fjord.
I was about to say, do I need to refresh before bitching?
Yeah.
No.
So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the big map here. Yeah, we'll have to go from the fjord to the wetlands, from the wetlands to the wilderness, from the wilderness to the mountains, from the mountains into Turkadar. It's interesting.
Mm-mm.
Although looking at the big map, it says there's a ropeway from Turkadar to El Yabibi, so that might be a thing that we can use at some point.
Yep. But since you guys arrive in the fjord from Bosingham, so let me open that up.
Alrighty. You need us to roll 2d plus 2 plus 1?
Plus 1.
I got it this time.
I
haven't been able to roll yet.
I
Or much.
I
Go ahead.
No, go.
Okay.
I said "ite," didn't I?
That's not what I heard. I thought you were
said
saying
I.
but I.
No,
Alright, so
I said
2d6
ite.
plus 2d6 plus 1?
Yep.
20.
Oh,
you
hold
rolled
on.
2/6d plus 1. No, Monk, that's totally a 26.
9.
Okay, it's a 9.
Sexy, I swear to God.
Well, as you so first off, in order for you guys to see what kind of place you're dealing with, let me show you that.
For the pictures.
Fjord.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
that is
fjord,
pretty.
just like in fucking Norway. And there's
Yep.
snow. I'm
So
the only
I'm-
person here who's comfortable right now because the thermal mantle regulates my temperature.
But I'm fuzzy. I'm already comfy.
And you added to that with with a golden chimera mane.
Yep.
God.
The mane is now draped on my shoulders and kind of sewn into the large ass collar, so now it's a collar that's also a mane.
Yeah. Oh. Now I want to
Oh.
update outfits.
Up to you. I certainly won't bitch if you do.
The under a there is some grass growing in this area, even if it's under a thin layer of snow, and some rock surfaces peek out from the snow. And of course, from the cliff, there's the sea far below, so don't look all the way down.
Alicia just clings to Garu's head.
But you do end up encountering a leprechaun named, and I swear to God, I didn't make this name up, Mad Money.
Yeah.
Madmone. I think it's supposed to be
LODSOVEMONE. What's that spell? Loads of money, probably.
I'm sure
I'm spelling it's Mad Monet.
Excuse me, I'm gonna hit him for that.
Just remember to sing a song of sixpence with a pocket full of dosh. Debo, 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 bosh, bosh, bosh. Anyone who has never watched the Loads of Money music videos should do so. Just saying.
But
He's been sufficiently hit.
Hey, John, how are the lumps?
he's very much Madomi, and that's what I'm calling him because I don't want to make.
You don't
want to
call him Mad Money?
No.
But it's so good.
No.
Fine.
He is dressed like a like a 1920s pulp adventurer, complete with the ridiculous hat. I guess I could say he looks not too far removed from the modern Major General.
Are you going to start singing the song?
No. I already did a parody of that
I
years
am the
ago.
very
I'm not
model
doing
of a
it
modern
again.
Major General.
Down.
Oh, come on, let him finish.
Neff, I would advise you to choose wisely and not be a Nazi in this situation, and choose poorly instead.
I do not see what you're talking about.
You know, this will be your last crusade.
Anyway, he offers to accompany you all because you look interesting.
And you're short. What of it?
And it seems like that was it. And I should note, even if you choose to turn him down, he's still gonna follow you because he's persistent.
Can I punt him?
I don't think it'd do any good. As long
If
as
he-
you stay out of trouble, we'll let you come with us, but rest assured, I don't suffer fools lightly.
Alright, I need, so are you guys heading, well, I guess the only place you guys can
Can't
head
go
is east.
east.
Yeah.
So, he eventually gets disinterested and leaves, but before that, roll d6.
You want
Just
to roll
one of you.
again?
I got
You
it.
want to roll again, Alicia? Take it.
I got it.
She hasn't enough chances to be a dice goblin, so she wants to be. 6.
Boxcar!
She gives you, so Madomi gives you one spring fruit, and then leaves.
Ooh.
Green fruit.
Alright, I'm gonna roll an intelligence roll to see if I know what this is.
I mean,
19.
This is a small white fruit about the size of a peach that grows in the Korgana region in some parts. It has a white outer skin and is red on the inside that is very sweet and sour.
Okay.
I'm having a sudden craving for Chinese.
Alright, so spring fruit times 1.
Mm-hmm.
You say Chinese. I want Taiwanese.
that's a bad joke.
We have one like within walking distance, and it's so good.
So, heading in.
And all
heading
I can
into-
see is Alicia taking a nibble and then instantly puckering. How would
And-
You mean like the meme that's all over the fucking internet of people's faces sucking into themselves?
Something like that.
To that I say, amateur.
To that I say skill issue.
And I just look at Alicia sit puckering up like that, and this is why I'm glad I don't have that kind of taste.
Gara
It's so tasty.
Gara takes it and puts it in his pocket. You can have some later.
The Tablet pouts.
But
When it's warmer out.
Why? It's a fruit that grows in cold places. It's meant to be enjoyed cold.
you do, as you guys head eastward, you do find more trees. on the slope of a gray rocky hill, along with a watchtower where soldiers are sitting, with though many of them having the colors of Bosingham. And what they're watching is the fact that way to the north are snow dragons.
Dragons!
Dargan.
Alicia pats Garu's head. There's Durkins!
Yes, I see them. I see them.
So roll for area event.
Alright, what are the...
2d6 plus 1.
Dankeschön.
I was going to say, Gar looks over at Isabeau. You want to use your scope and see what those dragons are doing?
11.
All right. And even out at this base, you managed to meet up with the Nomari.
God damn it!
Oh, shit!
Get away from these fuckers!
Well, no, remember, they're nomadic.
I
know, but the fact that we run into them every time every wild area we go to, we keep finding them.
They're all over the place in
They're
Korgana.
all over. Yeah, they inhabit the entirety of Korgana.
It's not you're not encountering the same caravan.
I know.
We're gonna get drunk again?
No, because it's still early day.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, at the very least, we get free food, and you can have your fruit.
What does end up happening, however, is you guys have to go right inside the base because of a blizzard.
Okay.
Gar walks in with Alicia on him, and as soon as he puts her down, he gives her the fruit. Since we're locked in.
Mm-mm. So you guys are gonna be here for a bit. Apparently, these blizzards happen every few days. It's not a uncommon thing.
Yep.
It just means.
Sorry.
There's just a policy that whenever one of these blizzards happens, the watchtower is on lockdown.
Alright, Alicia breaks out her sewing kit. Does anybody's clothing need repaired?
Gar hands his jacket to Alicia. Do what you feel is best.
Alright,
Basically saying, if you want to make adjustments or modifications of any kind, have at it. He doesn't care.
Alright. Alicia looks over to the guards. Is there any, fabric I can purchase from you to help line this coat with?
He shakes his head. This is a military base.
Got it. Gar looks over. Do you got any pelts? By any chance, just to keep warm during these ones?
You can borrow a blanket, but I don't have any extra pelts. We've only got enough for the soldiers here.
Damn. Alright, are the Namari from the caravan outside in the building with us?
Yeah.
Alright, she looks over to them and asks if they have any fabric they can, warm fabric or furs that they can trade.
They're willing to trade medicines and the like, but trading fabrics or raw goods, that's something they only trade with other Nomari.
Understood.
Whereas I'm going to ask the watchtower guards people about the dragons or the dragon.
Yeah. We've been keeping an eye on the snow dragons up to the north, but because getting close to dragons is not exactly a good idea. We're not sure if the snow dragons up there are still alive or if they're just taking the long sleep. I'd be willing to. I'd be willing to pay you if you are willing. If you would investigate for me.
Okay. Psych. Okay.
Actually, I have a solution to this. Because I could send. I would probably have bought another doll while I was, in town. I could use Command Doll to ask my doll to just walk over there and then use my sight to just look through them and just check for my use doll sight to just see.
If you guys are in that area, you could do that, but you're not. But the doll doesn't have that kind of range.
I would assume that on the map, honey, it'd be up here.
Is that where it's at? All the way up there?
In that general area.
Oh yeah, never mind. I thought it was like the immediate north of us that I would have gone for.
Yeah, I think he was thinking it was like right over here near the snow forest.
No. And but if you can get up there, confirm whether or not these snow dragons are alive. Oh, and we lost Rick again. Oh, there he's back.
He's just refreshing.
Yep.
I was about to say I didn't hear him drop.
I will pay you 10,000.
That's fine by me. I've always wanted to talk to a dragon. Dragons are fun.
But
Gargurins.
The dragon itself is not that hostile, and but it had gotten into a fight with demons during the Great Erosion, and then afterwards it had been seen, and a Ragnakang has been flying around like it owns the place. That's why I want you to look.
All right.
What's a Ragnakang?
We already got that information. It's the lord of this particular area.
Ugh.
And so with that said, after the blizzard clears after about an hour, I'm guessing you guys head to the north, which means I need another event roll.
Alright. Second verse, same as the first. 13! Oh shit, boxcars.
This is one situation where boxcars don't matter. And you let me. You guys end up encountering something unfortunate. You find what looks to be like a broken down Magitech. It looks to be some sort of bipedal. I'd say almost the size of those Magitech platforms from FF6, but this thing is beyond damaged. Like, even if you had a bunch of artificers in here, you could not fix this.
Can we at least salvage it?
Not really.
Is it still active?
No.
Okay.
All you'd be salvaging for is just metals. There's not a whole, and you don't have the means to do that. You'd need a team. But consider this just one more reminder of all that was lost during the diabolic triumph.
Alright, so that's all there is here in Area 4?
Yeah. But you guys do get 1 star. I'm granting 1 star for discovering this thing.
Nice.
So So I'm guessing you guys are going to be heading further north.
Well, we were asked to investigate a thing. Even if we're escorting the blacksmith is kind of at our whim.
Yeah. Plus, well, So roll event.
All right. 9.
You roll the 9, and you happen to as you're getting close to this area, you happen to come across somebody who you met a few hours ago.
Oh no.
It's Madomi.
I knew he wasn't done with us.
No, he's looking about trying to get close to the dragon's lair. But he's not a fighter. He's staying exactly where he is.
I guess we have to search for the dragon's lair.
He wants to steal the horde.
Yep.
Dragons don't necessarily have hordes in this game. It's not the same as other fantasy dragons.
Yep. But in this area, you see this is where you're getting closer to what's known as the Snow Dragon Mountains, referred to that for obvious reasons.
I am looking for a way to the dragon lair. I have rolled 16 on observation.
Same here. I'm gonna join in.
Well,
17.
You do manage to find a cave, one with no light source.
I mean, that doesn't affect most of us, Monk. And all of us have torches, so...
Yep.
Dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
For shits
Isn't
and
your
giggles.
dark vision only from the owl sight thing, though?
Yep.
So only lasts 3 minutes.
Dark vision.
Eh.
Well, that's because you're a rune folk.
Yeah, so let me join in on that. 17.
You do go in and eventually find a large cavity within the cave system. The cavity has no ceiling, so you can actually see the sky from here. And within it, you see a dragon with white scales, but it's much smaller. This isn't a greater dragon. It's a draconet. The first phase.
A child. Arya calls out in Draconic, or however they want to call it here. Ho there. We have been asked to check in on the Great Snow Dragon. Are they available? Are they here? Are they okay?
You must be referring to my mother. My mother fell in battle with a mighty demon. Her remains now rest in the sea of the fjord. I harbor no ill will towards you, for my destiny lies elsewhere. My time has come to shed my skin and metamorphose into a fiercer dragon. I will take up arms against the demons to honor my mother's valiant legacy and safeguard this land from their malevolent grasp.
If you're fighting demons, we'll fight alongside you. We seek to destroy them just as much as the rest of us. To safeguard Korgana and the world, a great abyss erosion is occurring, and we seek to prevent it from destroying us all.
If you will allow me, I will accompany you. I will accompany you all into that abyss. At the very least, the one in this region. I cannot leave the mountains completely just yet.
Well, then,
on one condition.
your condition?
Ragnakang, that thing that calls itself a dragon. Bring me its head.
Arya cracks her neck, looks back at the party. We can have a dragon friend if we go kill the Lord of the Fjord.
Gar grins savagely.
Having fun
Dragon
with a
friend?
dragon?
Dragon
I
friend?
don't see a problem with this.
Alicia's ears perk up about halfway, but they don't lift fully.
Dragon friend?
Yes, dragon friends. Arya turns back, and once again in Dragonic. We will bring you the head of Ragnakang. Never you fear. Wait for our return.
With that, you guys end up leaving the cave and heading towards the far north. So I'm going to need you to roll for area event.
All right. Five.
No effect here. But you do end up But as you get close to what's known as Grey Cape, which does have a few stone buildings scattered on the gray rock face. Some of them seem to belong to the Magitech civilization era, judging from their structure.
Can I make an observation roll?
Yes.
24.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any signs of this so-called dragon.
Well, there's a whole lot of bones all over the place.
You know what I'm gonna do? Arya
he's been
remembers
eating.
it. Arya remembers some things we heard back in town. Arya's gonna search for the magic repeater.
It is unfortunately not here.
I mean,
Nope, never mind. You do manage to find it. You find a very elaborate rifle that would look more akin to an assault rifle than a single shot. You can also see that this is a big boy.
mm-hmm.
My eyes are really lighting up.
The magic repeater was one of Zai's relics, right?
Yes, it is. And
Okay.
unlike some of the relics, this is one that can actually be equipped.
Yep. So, looking over at Isabeau, Arya just grins and tosses it at her, casually.
I mean, it's described as a two-handed gun with a large gun stock.
She can catch it.
But I am pulling a audible, and say that the thing looks like a certain gun that was a running meme for you and I for a few years now, and that meme is now dead now that the thing is finished.
It's the AK-50.
Yep.
The AK-50.
Where AK-50? Here
AK-50. Yep. That was a good video by him, by the way.
Mm-hmm. For those unaware, Brandon Herrera had the brilliant idea to try and make a AK that fires 50
50 BMG.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it works like a freaking charm.
I want to buy one. I want to pay him to have serial number 9 on it. But I need more monies than that.
So that is a two-handed gun.
Not that any
Minimum
of Neff's guns have been anything but rifles.
Yeah. Oh, there is the PAL shooter, but that's something he gets from a spell. So the accuracy bonus is 1.
I didn't know we had pals in this game.
Piles?
Pals. Neff will get it. Soul John.
No, I get it.
Crit value is 10. Additional damage is 7.
I mean, you could even say that a fellow is a type of pal.
That's fair.
So when you make it with aimed shot, you can use your artificer level as the standard value by spending 3 MP.
Not to mention, doesn't if I remember correctly, the magic repeater allows aimed shot to be used every turn rather than having to wait.
Yep. It basically means that if you do this, you can keep using it. You keep using aimed shot. The only thing is, with the multiple aimed shots, has to be the same target.
That's not a problem. Usually if I'm doing aim shot, it's a big target and deserves it.
Means you just get to use aim shot on the same target every turn, if there's happens to be more than one turn.
That's a good point.
Yep. The only downside is it's got a magazine of 3.
That's not a problem.
I mean, again, if we ever manage to last more than one round.
But
so we gonna fight the Ragnikang?
yes, you are. Yes, you are. I just have to do one small thing. Because first off, getting the Magi repeater, it's not just you that benefits, but it's also Zai that benefits.
Yep, we get another action for him when he's a fellow. Every relic does that, doesn't it?
Yep.
There's a few that don't, but when I say a few, I mean like
3.
Mm-hmm. I think all. And that's also the reason why they are using the extended version of the action table.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about value.
There's like 4 relics per guardian too, aren't there? Because there's 20 relics total or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means we've got almost all of Zai's relics. We've got 3 of them.
So let me take the Magi repeater check off. Actually, you guys have all of Zai's relics.
Do we? Which one? Which one?
The Blessed Magitech Belt, check. Blessed Bouquet, check. Avenger's Mask, check. Magi repeater.
Oh, that's right. We got the bouquet. I didn't write that one down for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have all of the Zai relics. Zai is super powerful now. He'll be useful on the wall. We have 2 from Nonali, we have 2 from Katya, and 1 from Alexandra, and then none from Taotomi. Taotomi.
This also means that Zai's action table is completely filled out.
Hooray! Zai gonna be a heavy hitter.
Hoi.
Imagine if we get to the final wall part and we're, all 5 fellows are with us. We've filled out action tables.
Dude.
Not that they'll ever get a chance to use them since we'll kill everything before it gets to the fellows.
Let's see, that takes care of that, and I don't need to put a value in that because that is.
Wait, we have fellows?
Only when we're inside shallow abysses or the final abyss.
Mm-hmm. But I've stalled it enough. I've stalled it enough. So let me move you guys over to that map. Alright. In order to deal with the Ragnakang.
I'm trying not to make the obvious joke here.
The we was Ragnakangs.
It thinks it's kangs and shit, but dragons are actually real, so fuck that thing.
So let me move you guys over. There we go.
Alrighty, well,
And
as always, you know, the normal pre-battle stuff, and of course, Minsternich.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
21.
19.
Alright. Move.
slashing damage +3.
Whoa!
20!
Oh! Slashing damage +3. Woo!
Okay. The hell did we just listen to?
You just listened to me being very happy that I tend to be doing nothing but slashing damage. When I use my Koos, because it has both slash and pierce, slash just does more damage on the power table. So...
So roll initiative.
Yep, because it's one more time for combat time!
Initiative. We like initiative around here.
Oh, it's a bow. Holy shit.
I think I'm going first.
Probably. This is true.
I think Isabel gets to try out her new gun.
With 2 shots!
Azrael, we gotta roll d20.
Oh, shit, yeah. Alright. Oh, fuck.
You still get to go before me. Don't worry.
I'm like, I ain't winning this one. Never mind.
I am not doing so well on the base rolls, but I'm glad that I have the bonuses that I do that keep me fucking competitive now.
Alright, so we gotta move me up on the turn order.
Alright. So Isabeau, you are up.
Alright, we're going to... oh, yes. Am I able to do fast action?
Let's see. 21. Yes.
We're going with 2 laser bullets. One of them is going to get the aim shot.
If you hit with the first one, then both of them are going to get aimed shot.
And he hit with the first one. And the second one.
Okay, here's the question that I do have. The reason you don't see the bars is this is another one of those with multiple parts. You can hit the head, the body, the left wing, or the right wing.
Ed.
She's going for the head, Jim.
Alright. So both of them hit, so both of them are getting aimed shot.
And are they both +3 above evasion?
No.
Damn it!
That's not surprising.
So roll damage for the first one. So 19 against the head.
No. 28. Well, 28 because it was a critical.
Yep.
All right. 28. Roll for the second hit.
That one gets 19.
All right, then. Azrael, you are up.
Alright, well. First off, since we are dealing with, it's most likely physical damage is going to be our friend, surging offense.
All right.
And then, what I'm going to do is, well, mention I got another doll. Yeah, there ain't no way I'm going to play it easy on this guy. I'm going to make sure I hit him all at once. Time to cause some havoc again. Cursed doll. Ching, ching. Let's see here. Rolling magic power. Oh, fuck!
Damn!
Oh! Come on!
Mulligan.
We have the 50. Alright, let's try it again.
Adds to count.
Well, at least it went to the extremes.
John, it's still adding to the count.
I don't just jump over that, but just the fact that it went from one head to the exact opposite. It's just fucking
Somebody clip that.
Please, somebody clip that.
That's your job, Coops. You're the one who always makes the clips.
He's too busy playing cards right now.
He can tell his fairies to take two while he makes a clip.
The second he does the one that cheats is going to look at his deck.
Except all the cards are his. He knows who's touching them.
Anyway, rolling for damage. 19 damage.
What's the? What would be the target?
This is everything.
All right.
Actually, no, wait. No, target one character. Never mind. But then again, so fuck it. We'll go for the head.
All right.
I can throw it a range of 2, but it only hits one character.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But what I can do is wear out the rest of it with a little bit of poison cloud.
All right.
That. 20.
Yeah, that hits.
So all of it's getting poisoned.
And it is poisoned.
Poisoned.
Now for the birds.
Oh yeah. Alright, let's do that then. Start with the fire breath. Actually. Would the claws count as slashing damage?
No.
Damn. Alright, then fuck it. Flame breath.
All right, roll it.
15.
No. No, that is a whiff.
Damn it. Alright, let's try it with the lightning then. Oh, fuck off!
All right, he manages to get out of the way because he still can fly.
He is technically a demon Dargon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. At this point, I'm thinking about replacing these birds.
I mean, shouldn't
I
replace
don't know what you heard, but I'm the biggest bird.
What the fuck?
But Arya, you are up.
Okie dokie. So first of all, declaration of multi-action. Just gonna do that. So I'm gonna hit it, and then if it ain't dead yet, I'm gonna hit it again. So I'm aiming with cleave. So there's no aiming. It's just gonna hit every part of its body. 20.
That hits.
Okay. That's good to know. Good to know that that 20 hits. You know, like I thought it would. So we're gonna do slashing damage with the Koos against everything here. That's 27 damage, plus 1 from alternate form for 28, plus 3 from my Curse Rebellion doing damage against demons, so that's 31, plus 6 from its slashing damage weakness, so that's 37. Yeah, that's 37 to all of its body parts.
I'm not doing the clerk's joke, I already did that.
37 damage all at once? Yeah. Does that kill the head or no? With how much damage everybody else before me has done to the head on this thing, I'm no surprised we haven't splatted it.
Yep, that is a Jack Black moment.
Decapitation!
No. We can do Monty Python with this one. Ah, yes, his head's been ripped off.
Okay, and Monk, for effect and flair, even though I know that there's no need to, I'm also going to use Reaping Slash, which is an energy slashing spell. Just to see if I can cleave the head up a little bit more.
Well, it does have a very long neck.
You're right, it does have a very long neck. But let's... I mean, I know it's already dead. I'm just doing this for shits and giggles at this point. Is it going to take damage from my Reaping Slash, Monk? 23 on my...
Yes.
Oh, wow, 25 for the second accidental second roll I made there while trying to remove the bonus. But yeah, 23. And then that's magic power 20 plus... or power 20 plus magic power in damage. 15... which would have been 16 plus another 3 from damage against demons, 1 from alternate form, and 6 from weakness, exploitive slashing. So that's another 26 damage on top of, you know, the 37 I already did, for a total of a nice 63.
So you not only destroyed the head, but you destroyed the wing.
Okay. The way I see this happening is Ario rushes forward and just with the Koos swipes it across, but isn't even waiting for what's happening with the Koos, as with her other hand she just throws out the dark black purple energy of the Reaping Slash to cleave right beside where she's already swinging. And so a head and a wing pop off at the same time, and she's like, you know, that was cooler than I expected it to be. So the Ragnakang head, she catches it, because we need it. But now I'm guessing it's loot roll time?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Slash roll 2d6.
Oh wait, it's over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11, Monk. 11.
At this point, he was Ragnakang.
He was Ragnakang's, now he's shit.
So, you do manage to get a couple things. One of them is Demon's Blood, so that's another red A. And also, a big old Demon's Horn, so that's which means red S.
Man, that deck of his is getting bloated now.
So
But now we will return to our Durgan friend with the head of the Ragnakang.
Yep. And due to you returning,
Alicia gets to roll another event roll.
Yep.
11.
On the way back, you end up finding another destroyed bit of Magitech. Though this one just looks like a lot of what would be electronics in a modern sense, just completely trashed.
So like circuit boards and wire and stuff.
Yep.
Aww.
I'm assuming none of this is salvageable either.
Not for you guys.
That's ominous the way you say that.
No, you need a more specialized expert in this kind of thing. And even though you have an artificer, you don't have a specialist.
I understand that. I'm just saying that the way
you said that
made it imply that there's someone out there who could do something with this, and it doesn't seem like that'd be good for us.
Yeah.
Arya looks at Azrael. You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, there's we stumbled across some more Magitech, and it looks like circuit boards and wires and stuff, basically. And Monk said, I asked him if we could salvage it. He said, nah, there's not much that can be done for you guys. I'm like, that's ominous. I think someone else can do something with it, and I don't like that idea.
No.
But what you do, and the dragon is grateful for your actions, and you are given a few things. One of them is 3 dragon scales, which that's gonna go for quite a pretty penny.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that you end up getting is that Koops gets is 3 red S's and 1 star.
Yay!
Which brings your star count at 10.
We're so close.
I literally already have over 42 cards in my regular deck.
Also, Arya, add a dragon collar to your inventory.
Dragon wear a collar though.
Collar, C-A-L-L-E-R. It's a whistle.
Oh, okay.
I had a feeling that's what you meant.
A whistle that is decorated with a dragon's figure.
I'm going to call this something else.
Dragon whistle.
No. If he looks at my items, he'll get it.
Oh dear.
I'm scared.
I kind of want to see it now. Hold on. I gotta pull this up.
I don't know if any of you have played the game.
I gotta see this. Let's see. Inventory.
You motherfucker!
Wait, where?
You can just call me Alex now. Monk, it's a white dragon! It's fucking Gnar!
Oh shit.
I don't want to acknowledge that he's right. He's out of line, but he's right. But what this basically means is that in certain areas, such as this area or others, you can blow that whistle and call upon, and a white dragon will accompany you. And
I should have said Null instead, even though it's Gnar in Japanese.
If some of you level up Rider enough, you may have the opportunity to treat said white dragon as a mount.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
Though none of you are at the level to do that anytime soon.
Let me guess, 10?
Something like that.
Sounds about right.
But given that, I'm guessing you guys are you guys going to be heading to Bosingham, or are you going to be heading back to the are you going to be heading to the Snow Forest?
Yeah.
Well, we still got to stop by the end, turn in the quest, turn in for the guard tower.
Yeah, we got to do that, and then we also have to find the shallow abyss here since we haven't yet.
Yeah. And as you're heading back, you do see the ruins of a Magitech building off to the east. But
it's the only place we haven't been. But I think we'll probably
That's this
have
one
to
over
save
here,
that.
right?
Yeah, in the west, Monk, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you guys do get one more star and 10,000 gamels.
Hooray!
So you got 11.
I think we might actually have to wait until next session before we go over there, Monk. We're getting pretty close to closing time.
Yeah, you guys do see that above that structure is the sphere that indicates a shallow abyss. But as far as that goes, that is something we will handle next week. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for that in about 7 days or next Saturday, whichever comes first. And I will note tomorrow. As I said yesterday, anyone who's a Toku fan should tune in for that.
You better be there tomorrow, John.
I was already about to say, I'm pretty sure my presence will be required.
Your presence is required, or we're removing your double fan license.
Yeah, much to my family's chagrin, I'll be there.
Chagrin? You love
I
bullshitting with us.
gotta be
Come
there.
on now.
I will probably be there.
I don't mind being there. These two, my wife and my daughter, got sick of Toku after a while.
Yeah, that being said, there will of course be a few more surprises in the coming days. I keep an eye out on the usuals. I will be posting the schedule for next week later tonight. So hopefully at the very worst, you guys will see it at midnight on Sunday, or midnight tonight technically. And of course, a sincere thanks to everyone who took the time out of their schedule to come all the way to the temple and enjoy the madness. And there will be plenty more where that came from, as there always is here, on the open bar of the internet. But until then, on behalf of the good brothers present and not present, my name is Mildra, I am your gaming monk. Stay fucking frosty, everybody!